Oh, sorry. You'll be upset with me, but I broke the cum pledge a little bit. Hello. Oh, the lights aren't on. Oh my god, I'm so out of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. That's just perfect. Whew. I didn't get enough sleep, so I'm a little tired. Howdy. Ooh. There you go. Turn the AC off. There we go. Howdy. Uh, you were glistening. Listen, I took a nap. I washed my face. I put lotion on. Okay, why? uh, anyway, how y'all doing? We're gonna be talking with the Drunken Peasants podcast shortly, and it's going to be a phenomenal time. I love talking to people. I'm gonna slap myself awake. Hope everyone else is doing good. I just realized, by the way, I don't have two camera outputs the way I used to because of my new setup. I haven't set up the second camera yet, which means that I'm going to have to deactivate this camera and just host or not host, just show their Skype output. I'll find a way to make it work. Hey, Gaylord. Gaylord? Who says Gaylord anymore? It's just an old, like, I remember that from middle school. If I was you, I'd simply set up the other camera output. Yeah, I'd have to do some digging for that. How we doing? You were late? Yeah, I apologize. What is this? What is this tweet that was about me? Reddit was more harmful to the human body than heroin. I see. I was on Reddit when I was younger too. I don't know how applicable that is necessarily. It's true though. Reddit is more harmful to the human body than heroin. Get that out of here. Do you actually think that shitty gatekeeping tweet was CIA? No, it's a joke. And that's the joke we'll be using from now on, by the way. It's actually a part of the Cum Manifesto, or the Cum Pledge, sorry. To avoid getting bogged down arguing with other lefties, instead just accuse them of being CIA and then leave it at that, you know? Rather than going, your your unwillingness to participate in electoralism is clearly harmful. We obviously need to preserve at least the foundations of bourgeois democracy. Mao recognized the necessity of banding together with the bourgeois. Just say, haha, nice try, CIA agent. You're not getting me today. You walk away. Very good. Very good. Nice try, CIA. No, not today. No. Imagine being CIA. You're doing too many arcs too quickly. I can't keep up. This is the cum arc. Doesn't that violate cum? No, because it's not a lefty. It's CIA. Just put an embarrassing photo like the abortion debate. What? An embarrassing photo like the abortion debate? What? That was an amazing photo I put up during the abortion debate. What are you talking about? That was spectacular. Oh man, for real? Kanye is praising Candace Owens? Holy shit. I remember back in 2016 when I said if Kanye ran in 2020 I'd vote for him, like as a meme, but man, he's really gone, hasn't he? Holy shit. This isn't the first time? Um, yeah, the Democratic plantation. It's a very common talking point. Um, oh, apparently I've gotten like a bunch of people like DMing and emailing me being like, "Hey, I want to moderate the debate between you and Nick Fuentes." Apparently he said he wants to debate me on a stream or something like that. I don't know why Nick Fuentes keeps conveniently forgetting the terms of our inevitably perpetually postponed debate, but it's no moderators, my channel, he picks a topic to attack or defend. It's that simple. It's that simple, you know? I don't know why he keeps doing this, like, fine, I'll finally debate Vosh. Now let's find a moderator. Why no moderator? You don't get a moderator for a bad faith actor. Why would you? Have you seen Nick with a moderator? Dude Gish gallops like a motherfucker. Look at what Kanye said. What did Kanye say? You might be able to use OBS virtual cam. This is already boring. I'm bored looking at this. You might be able to use OBS virtual cam. It streams your OBS scene as the webcam output on Skype/Discord. OBS virtual cam. Do I have to like download it? Will I have to restart for this to take effect? The horizontal, go to download. OBS virtual cam next. We're doing it, baby. We're installing. You might have to restart slobs, yeah? Well, then can't really do it, can I? Yeah, no, not viable. I mean, it might be viable in the future, but not now. Bosh bad. Chad moderates debate. Wait, that's a stupid idea? Yeah. Yeah. The issue is moderators, what moderators try to do is they come off as impartial, and that's great and all, phenomenal. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, when you bring a moderator to a debate, their job is just to make sure that the bigger pussy of the two participants stays seated. You know, that's it. That's what it was for Sargon the second time I debated him, you know? Like the moderator didn't actually intervene that much. It was mostly making sure that he kept his ass in the seat. But if the person you're debating is like an aggressively bad faith actor, there's not really much of a point to a moderator whose only job is to keep people there together. You would need somebody to like interrupt and go, "Hey, that's too many points. Stick to that one," or "Hey, that's not what they said," or so on. But nobody does that. What about the live Destiny debate? What about the live Destiny debate? Would Caleb Maupin ever debate you again? Why the fuck would he? I made him look like an absolute fool in like 30 minutes. Why not find a moderator to do that? Why can't we just not have a moderator? Who's Nick Fuentes? He's a proud Hispanic American activist. Kind of. All right, hold on. We're about to call the DP boys. There we go. Oh yeah, he's Afro Latino. That's it. Yeah. I'm so fucking tired, dude. Dude, is it? Maybe I should just play like Fall Guys while while we're talking. That shit'll keep me awake, you know? What about James from Modern Day Debate? I love James, don't get me wrong, but he's not an aggressive moderator. Fuck you tired for? I don't know. I don't get much sleep. I'm not a sleepy boy. Trump's goons or the cops? What's this? Trump's agents straight up executing a protester accused of a crime should be a huge story. Just complete lawless authoritarian behavior. In a second term, we could expect to see this escalate. Very scary. Yes, this was the 100% Antifa guy. You know, the guy who killed that Patriot Prayer guy, and then the cops just rolled up in front of his house and just fucking literally did a drive-by with no attempt to arrest him. Just the police basically putting a hit out on somebody before he got his day in trial. And why would the cops do that? Why would the cops exceed the boundaries of the law to attack somebody who had killed a member of a far-right militia? According to Nate Dingus, Reno was clutching a cell phone and eating a gummy worm as he walked to his car outside an apartment complex in Lacey, Washington. Renegade Cut said in his last video he was in part radicalized by Obama's failures, but that even if he recognizes Obama wasn't good, he's still happy to have voted for him, basically indirectly making your Bernie or bust argument. Great video overall. Nice! What? God damn it! Hello?
Hello.
Hey, I'm live. Jesus Christ, that's loud. The Skype shit. Holy fuck.
Are we loud? We're loud.
Oh, well, the Skype notification was. You sound fine.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
Yo.
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 We're live.
Hello, everyone. Live on Vosh's channel.
Oh, hello.
They say hi.
Scott, we're live. I just wanted to let you know we're live. Don't say it.
Don't say it. Let me say just once. Get it out of my system, and we're good for the whole day. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Don't do it. We're live.
Come on. You know I need it. You know I need to get one.
This is Vosh's channel.
True. True.
Can't do that on Vosh's channel.
I don't think that's fair.
True.
It's not fair, but it's the rules. If we were here for fair.
They're taking away all the good words from hardworking Americans, and I don't think that's fair.
You're not American.
No, but if I was there, I would be a hardworking American, because even a lazy Canadian.
You'd be taking our jobs.
I would be turking your gerbs.
I can try to add my cam to the thing, but I don't have 2 cam outputs right now. So it might kill it from my end. I'm going to see. Hold on.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Okay, yeah, that's what I about figured. Wait, hold on.
It's broken.
Wait, hold on. Wait, maybe I can do this.
Yeah, no problem. Tech support.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see. Canon camera. No, wait, I have a Sony camera.
Where'd the Canon camera come from?
Canon camera came from 1.5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Nah, that's just not gonna work. Here, hold on. Let me adjust the settings.
Yeah, no problem.
How y'all been?
Good.
We've been doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hold on.
That's good. This is Scott, by the way.
Good to meet you.
Is he? Oh, he's troubleshooting, so we may have lost him.
He's doing stuff.
Scott's a crypto American.
Crypto.
Yeah, and not a crypto anything else.
Oh wait, here we go. Okay, we've killed the output on my stream's end. So let me see if I can. Do you see me?
Not yet.
Fascinating. Okay, what about now? That's amazing.
No. Amazing.
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 I refreshed you on my end. Yeah, I don't see you yet.
Mind putting a particularly handsome picture of me up on there for the time being?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll grab one here.
Gotcha. I'll get my backup camera sometime soon.
This better be particularly handsome.
Yeah, find a good.
This is a lot of pressure.
There are a lot of bad pictures of me out there. Okay, you got to find a good picture of me.
This is so hard.
Ben's been accused of finding
so many
terrible
bad
pictures of everybody and using his best picture.
I have one of you here. Well, it's not a good picture, but it's one of you with your hair down.
Well, if it's one with my hair down, then it is a good picture. I think you should go with that one.
It's like an awkward screenshot, though. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, is it
Ben
the one
will
where
find,
I'm
like,
wearing
your
like a
one
brown
nude.
shirt? Like I'm wearing a brown shirt and the shirt's kind of open a little bit?
It's let's see. Let's pick
Little
one
chest
together.
meat
Let's
showing
pick
off?
one together here. All right. Wow. See, my first instinct is to choose an awkward pause like this one.
See, you're horrible.
Go for that one. I feel like everyone uses that picture anyway.
All right, cool.
It's the attack Bausch.
All right.
He coming.
That one gets used in thumbnails a lot.
Yeah, it's a good thumbnail
That's a good
picture.
Is it normally in negative videos that portray you negatively?
Yeah, you know, all the videos about me.
Yeah, every video.
All right. Let's see. Put this in there.
There we go. Bring it in.
I'm glad we have you saying that it's okay to use it too, so people don't think that I just chose it for you.
It's really good. I don't even know what like video it's from. It's such an iconic picture from my lore, you know?
Oh my god. All right. Just gotta get it behind the overlay here. There we go.
Do you remember what was going through your head while that picture was captured?
I don't know. I mean, I just look like I'm in the middle of a rant or something. You make a lot of weird facial expressions when you're talking, you know? It's real. I feel like even the most handsome, well-measured person, if you got a good camera on them, you could find a couple frames.
You get all kinds of weird stills.
Yeah, of them looking like a fucking idiot, you know, during a screenshot.
There's a reason Jennifer Aniston won't let people take pictures of her from her left side. She's like ridiculously ugly.
She actually doesn't have a left side.
Yeah, she looks like Skeletor on that side of her face.
I think we're all set to get started on our end. So we'll play the intros and everything. Thanks for being on, Bosch and Scott. Here we go.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get away with this. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasant.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 776. 776 will rise again.
Is that Malaysian flight that went missing?
Was it?
No,
Is
it
it?
wasn't. But
I mean, it's one number off from 777. I thought that's what we were excited about.
You know, that's our next episode, and we're planning something big that we don't even know what it is yet for the next
Surprise.
episode.
something big.
We're piling up
how
the
big?
episodes.
It's gaping.
Gaping.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Vosh, you always cause a lot of chaos in our chat over here. It's interesting.
I'm just vibing over here. Some folks just get really, really mad at the sight of me. I feel like this is kind of a running joke in my stream. They're arguing against Vaush, not Vosh, because the characterization they have made of me is so divorced from what I actually am and believe that it's like an entirely separate person. So it's quite funny for me to an extent.
I always see
Did you say that Vouch controls you now? Is he in control? Who are we talking to right
It's a
now?
Jekyll Hyde situation. I mean, I could tell you which one I am, but I could be lying to you. You don't know.
It could be a real Schrodinger's vouch.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the takes go over the stream. We'll see if it's a vouch stream or a Vosh stream.
Okay.
So they're arguing with the mispronunciation of your name, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
No,
it's. Oh yeah. Because we know. I don't know why people call me Vaush. I don't know why. It's Vaush in English. That's always Vosh. That's how it's pronounced. Like 98% of the time. I don't know how they got Vaush for
I think
it,
they
but-
assume you're German.
Well, I'm not.
Well, counterpoint. I'm not.
If you want it to be Vosh, you got to spell it like Josh. Then people can call you
VOSH.
Voshua.
No argument. No one's
Voshua.
calling you Vouch then.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
that makes me
Change
sound
your
like
name.
I'm doing like a rip-off game review channel, like Vosh VOSH. You know, like
100%, yeah.
yeah. Nah, I'm
That'd be cool 10 years ago.
yeah. That would be cool. That would be like the angry video game nerd, like 10 years ago. You know, that'd be like one of those epicenter cultural geek channels. But now today, not so much.
Hi, I'm Vosh, and here's why I don't like the trans people in The Last of Us 2.
Girls can't have muscles, guys. They can't. Have you ever seen girls with? I'm mad right now. And then I bring out like a prop that I've used since 2007. You know, that the tier 8 patron subs really get excited for.
They
Love
spam
them.
the
Shout out
emojis in
tier
chat.
8s, baby.
Tier 8.
Vosh must have been
Vouch
looking at our
bad.
Patreon.
Vouch bad.
Oh, wow.
Vouch bad.
That's my fucking jam.
I like how
Don't
they
know
spelled
good,
it
though.
phonetically so Stephen
Vouch.
Hawking would read it correctly.
Vouch bad.
Yes.
Vouch bad. It's good.
Vosh good.
Vosh good.
Vosh good.
Vosh good.
I don't know. I hear that he supports political violence.
That's Vouch.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Vouch.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm clean straight. I'm riding right alongside the law. I don't even know what the fuck people want me to believe anymore.
So
Holy
you,
shit.
you support the law, you support the police, you're a real Blue Lives Matter type? you
Oh
would say?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
if you had to categorize yourself.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
big thin blue line boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
I only eat blueberry licorice. That's how hard my line is.
That
with the,
is hardline. I
yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
You know, I found on Twitter's a mutual fan of Scott and Vosh, and their name is Antifa Catboy.
Yay, Antifa
Yeah.
Boy.
And
We did it.
and it right here, Antifa Catboy, Vosh and Scott Henson. This is the tag team match of a lifetime.
Hell yeah.
So-
That's awesome. I'm really happy for that person.
Yeah, because Scott here, he's a furry professional wrestler.
Fuck
So
yeah.
Both at the same time.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
Well, yeah, obviously you need like a stage presence. You can't be a furry and then just go out there in like a tracksuit. Obviously, you know, you need
Okay,
to.
now you're tempting me to do that, but
You
no,
will do
that hasn't been the norm so far.
Yeah, Scott, like legendary furry wrestler, and he shows up in fucking suspenders in a suitcase. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
what did you expect? A fursuit for wrestling? You kidding?
Don't.
I
don't
see
ju-
Jeff in the chat. Jeff, I thought you said okay, there was a misunderstanding between me and Jeff Holiday earlier.
Uh-oh.
I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he's like, oh, he said I'd love to, but I thought he meant like I'd love to, but I had to evacuate.
So he said I'd
but
love
just
to.
I'd love
you
to.
you ignored everything after that. You invented, but I have to evacuate.
That's what I even told you this when you got here.
Yeah, did he say but or
No,
He
I
literally
read it
just
wrong.
said I'd love to.
I'll bring-
It kind of reached with that
I
one
read
too.
it wrong.
Damn it.
Hey, you want to be on the podcast? I'd love to. Sorry about that. Maybe next time.
Yeah, before the show started, Ben was like, "Yeah, Jeff. I asked Jeff if he'd be on today, but he's evacuating, so he can't come in." This is the first time hearing of you being able to come in right now, Jeff.
Yeah, because he had to evacuate because he lives in Southern Oregon where everything's on fire.
Not a great
Sorry,
place
Jeff.
to
Do you have a reservation? I love Jeff. If he can come in, he can come in. I love that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'll add him to the group here.
He might already have rage quit to go watch football.
I
Football.
texted him.
Okay, good.
I didn't mean to hurt his feelings.
He can't hurt Jeff's feelings.
Oh yes, you can.
Oh hell no, Jeff's got strong feelings about everything.
Well, Now that just sounds like a challenge to hurt Jeff's feelings.
No. He when you guys fought over wrestling, when he kept saying,
"What is your opinion on pineapple on pizza or ketchup or Kraft dinner?"
What?
Ketchup or Kraft dinner. I'm gonna go Kraft dinner.
It's ketchup on Kraft dinner, right?
Wait, so pineapple. Wait, so it's pineapple on pizza or pineapple on ketchup or pineapple on Kraft dinner, or is it pineapple on pizza
did his symbolic logic course in university,
or ketchup on? Wait, that was an incredibly confusing. Here, I'll say this: if you're eating shit mac and cheese, yeah, you can put ketchup in there. You're already a disgusting wretch. But I don't like pineapple. Fair. Yeah, I don't like pineapple whether it's on or off pizza, so I'm not a good judge for that one.
I mean, that's fine. That's a reasonable stance to have. The people who hate pineapple on pizza because of the meme can fuck all the way off.
Dude, the people, oh god, the les Redditeurs, the people who only like jump on these trends because they hear like, fuck Instagram, fuck TikTok, fuck pineapple on pizza. These people are soy facing their way to the graves, my friend. They gotta try something new. They gotta break out of the meme shell. Maybe they would like pineapple on pizza if they tried it.
I mean, it's good. I mean, if you like pineapple.
Yeah, if you like pineapple.
See, I like pineapple. I heard it makes your cum taste better too, so that's like an even better bonus. But
that
it's
was a psyop.
Do you taste a lot of your own cum?
Oh yeah, you gotta test your own batch.
You gotta sample. Yeah, I like. Would a chef send something out without tasting it?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want to sell off some faulty salty.
Yeah, the pineapple cum thing was there were actually like papers that were declassified back in 2007. That was actually an FDA lie. They were just trying to push kids to eat more fruits, you know. So they yeah, it's like you know the carrots improve your night vision thing. That's also a lie from World War II. It's like that kind of thing, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then why is my cum so delicious?
That's all you, baby. That's genetic.
That's pure Bill.
No, it's mango.
Could be attributed to diabetes. If your cum is really sweet, you need to get checked for diabetes.
Too much sugar in there.
That explains so many of the videos I've seen on Pornhub. That's what they were testing for.
Yeah, that's a medical channel.
I heard that's how Mama Cass died.
Too much sweet cum.
Too much sweet cum. Damn it, Mama Cass, she drowned.
Doctors used to actually like taste the piss, you know, for diabetes back in the 1950s and 60s. We have machines for it now, but back then a doctor.
Stop doing that. I insist my doctor taste my piss.
They've been throwing you for a loop, my dude. They pretend to take a sip, dump it into the fucking potted plant, then throw the rest into the machine.
And I'm glad to see guests like Fosh opposed to Karnea of Assad. We need
Karnea of Assad
together.
Adam Ray, what's up?
Yeah, you know what? Shu has only appeared on this show once for like a matter of seconds because we had Armored Skeptic on, and she happened to be there at the time.
So she is about equivalent to appearances on this show with your appearances of Anita Sarkeesian on this show.
Wait, Anita Sarkeesian was on here for a short length of time?
No, Anita was never on this show. Years and years and years ago, I was at a tabletop gaming place, and Anita Sarkeesian walked in, and I took a picture of her over my shoulder, and she freaked out, and people were saying I should be prosecuted and thrown in prison for it.
That checks out.
Back with all the shit Anita Sarkeesian gets, she probably thought you were pulling a piece on her or something. She was probably having a rough day. Wait, that's fucking wild. I can't even fathom like Anita Sarkeesian existing in a physical space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a real.
It was mind blowing, and it was in Columbus, Ohio. It was in like a random place. And she just walked in. She had like a couple friends with her. They sat down on the table. They sat down at the table behind me, and she didn't even notice I took her picture. I took like a selfie of myself with her over my shoulder, and I posted it on Twitter. And then she drew a bunch of crazy attention to it, and it was crazy.
The right move.
When she did the VidCon panel with Boogie 298, that was like blew up as like being like a shit show. I was in the front row, and I clapped at something Boogie had said, and nobody else really clapped because they were Team Anita. And she looked at me with the most piercing hawk eyes, and I thought she was going to eat me.
Was it like substitute teacher eyes?
Worse.
Okay.
Oh, Anita Sarkeesian would vor. She would vor
she
people.
scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I bowed her,
It's actually insane. You know that whole like Anita Sarkeesian never would have been anything if it weren't for all the people dogpiling her kind of gist. Like, Anita Sarkeesian's career was propelled by the hate that she got. I don't think she's very prominent these days. She's certainly not that relevant when it comes to online discourse. And I wonder if it's just because people quieted down. I wonder if she's going to be 35 one day and she's going to like drop a video on The Last of Us 6 and somebody, attention will be brought to it. We'll go through the whole thing again.
We're talking about furries and vor. Two topics I'm incredibly
Oh my god, creamsicle.
Creamsicle gets it.
Sorry, yeah. we'll get to all the Streamlabs in a minute here. What were you saying, Bosch?
Oh, I was saying that I'm not really into vor, but a Sarkeesian, I'd be willing to consider it. I'd be willing to consider it.
At least dip your toe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dip it in what?
Up to a toe and ankle. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, Anita Sarkeesian's 37 now? Oh my god.
Yikes.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Imagine.
How long
Bill, imagine being 37. Can you even?
It's gross. Yeah.
Aren't you?
No.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I wonder how long until she's gonna like date Sargon of Akkad. Like that's the initial like.
Is it kind of like when Lacey Green started dating Chris Raygun?
I mean, it's the way the world works.
Oh.
It's somebody's gonna write season 2021 of America, and it's gonna have some plot twist.
Yeah, the world has only gotten wilder every consecutive year. 2020 has made 2016 seem like a fucking, like a cakewalk.
Oh yeah.
So 2032.
Do you actually remember 2016 when everyone was posted like fuck 26? Like all that happened was Prince died. That's the only thing that happened. I was like fuck 2016, worst year ever. 2017 can only get better, and now this.
Every person who lies to you and says 2021, 2022, whatever will be better should be shot on the spot. We know that's not true. We know they're lying. We know we have the math on this.
Have you seen the line graph?
Every year is going to keep getting worse forever. We know that. The math is inarguable.
The science is in.
2015 was okay. Gay marriage being legalized, that was pretty good. That made me happy.
Wasn't that 2012 or 2013?
That was 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Washington State legalized it in 2012.
Yeah, there you go. That's
when I got gay married in Washington.
I was living in the gay marriage capital of the world. The same day in America, we legalized gay marriage,
and pot.
We legalized weed, and we legalized euthanasia. So
damn.
You fuck what you want or smoke what you could get, kill yourself.
Libertarian paradise.
Yeah. Scott is not gay married. Creamsicle, chill. Creamsicle, you have no chill.
Yeah, Creamsicle is very excited that Bosch is here.
Did you see everybody cancel Netflix today?
No. What happened with that?
I guess
did Cuties come out?
Yeah, I saw that.
It came out, but there was a further description of the movie. People who have watched it, and I guess there's scenes of an 11-year-old girl topless and doing sexual dancing and stuff.
Wait. Do they get topless in that movie? Is that true?
Yeah. That's what they said. The 11. That's what
is that a real thing or a thing that Bill said?
That's what the review said. I haven't watched the movie myself.
That's a good question.
Holy shit!
Saying.
Okay, wait.
If so, because you've made up my mind on whether I'm going to watch it or not.
So here's my journey. I disavow, by the way. Here's my journey, by the way. Okay, so initially I saw the Netflix release with the image they had for that one, like the promo image they did.
Look hot.
Well, and I can't dance on this topic. I thought holy shit, this is irresponsible as fuck. So then I looked into it, and it turns out the original French release had a promo image that was a little more reasonable, like some art film kind of deal, And I thought, okay, if this is maybe Netflix really dropped the ball on promoting this, and maybe it's not like that sexualizing children. Maybe it's more like just But then I've seen some clips from the movie on Twitter, and I don't know, dude. It just looks like the fucking Netflix promo image, but animated. It's just a bunch of fucking 10-year-old girls twerking and dancing and shit with the camera angles zooming around to catch the sparkle. Holy shit.
Got to catch that sparkle.
Yeah.
My understanding is the tone of the movie is anti-sexualizing children, but
that's the rumor I've
might
heard.
not be how it actually comes off. So
Yeah, but you can
we'll see
do
how I
that.
come off.
Yeah, you can do that though, right? Like, you know, all those video games that are anti-violence, and the way they sell that premise is by
So
having
with
you
lots
like
of violence.
brutally kill your way through 14 levels of dudes, and then in the 15th level you realize they all had children who were waiting for them back
shouldn't have
home.
done it. Oh, that guy had a dog.
Yeah, that might be what we're doing right here. You know, it's like, dude, sexualizing children is wrong.
I
Let's do
hope
it for
it's-
2 hours and see
hope
how
it's
that turns
nothing.
out.
Nothing but sexualized children, and then
If you
the third act, it turns out one of them had a dog, and we all feel bad.
if you stop watching American History X halfway through, it's a different movie than if you watch the whole thing, right? Like if you stop when the guy gets curb stomped. So maybe the movie tells a story that needs
What-
this in it.
What do you
Like,
mean?
is that-
Does it go past that? I'm usually done by that point.
Well, that's the difference. That's the difference,
It's my
right?
favorite 45-minute movie.
If the first half of the movie is setting up the Nazi and the second half of the movie is kind of taking down the Nazi, you've kind of undone the first Nazi. But no matter what you do in the second half, you can't undo the pedos jerking off to the first half of the movie. You know, that already happened. They're already finished.
It's done.
Yeah, that's done. So now the second half of the movie, it's like, okay, I mean, you can try, but it feels like we missed the shot on that one.
I think they said the movie got a Sundance Award, or was it Sundance?
It's probably good to Europeans or something. I don't fucking know.
I think it won the Oscar for Best Picture.
It won an
Oh
Epstein.
God! Can you imagine the discourse?
Did they just add the CP category at the Oscars or something?
I mean, that's always in there, like because Bryan Singer was nominated last year. So.
Didn't he win Best Director? Or,
He didn't.
or-
He was
Hey, Epstein Award.
It was nominated for Best Picture, and it won Best Editing among maybe something else. Yeah, good guy, Bryan Singer.
I was just thinking about the Epstein Award. It's that good.
That's the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Oscars.
So what was this? What was the whole thing you sent me about? Is it true Cardi B and Candace Owens
they're beefing, dude.
are they really?
Yeah.
Like directly with each other?
Yeah.
Candace Owens and Cardi B are arguing over who's got the wettest, assest pussy.
Really?
No.
Have they both shown them? Can we do
Of
side by
course
side?
they have.
or-
This is
Okay.
America.
This is
No,
America.
I guess Cardi B sat down with Joe Biden for an interview, right?
What?
And yeah.
Did he kiss her neck?
Can you say
No.
that whole sentence again, just one more
So,
time, please, just so I can
Cardi
enjoy
B
it?
sat down to interview Joe Biden. There's clips of it. I guess Candace Owens
You guys,
responded.
I'm sorry. You guys know that Cardi B is mentally retarded, right? You've seen her like speak words before.
Oh, Scott, you underestimate the thinking power of America.
Also,
There's a
she's
reason
like
why-
a billionaire. Where are you at? What does that say about you?
Yeah.
Oh, I never claimed. I'm a game recognizes game guy, and being also mentally retarded, I could spot it very quickly. I'm like, oh, she like me. She like me.
Wait, I've actually never heard Cardi speak out loud my entire
Oh,
life.
jeez.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
I know the song. I mean, the song slaps. Can we wait, hold on.
Oh, no.
We
The
can
song
agree the
slaps. No
song.
one's
Okay,
arguing that.
okay. All right.
Yeah, no, but like trying to like communicate as a human, not her strong suit. Like she's got a bad brain.
Yeah, that's
Well, no, she's got a different brain, Scott.
That's what we're saying now. She's neuroatypical, is what she is.
Her brain is okar.
Why didn't she?
It is okay.
Why didn't she keep her birth name as her stage name? Holy shit!
What was her birth name? Candace
my
Owens.
God.
Barty C.
Look at this.
Wait, what does she say that's dumb?
Marlenas Almanzar.
Wait, hold on.
Almanzar.
Yeah. That's very mystical sounding.
Wait, my chat is informing me that the only thing she does is she just it speaks in AAVE. If I find a video of her talking and she just sounds like she's talking AAVE, y'all got a lot of splaining to do, okay?
Well, no,
What is
it is AAVE, but it's AAVE with the vocabulary of, sub-Trump
Oof.
vocabulary.
All right, I'll investigate this, okay?
What is AEVE or what is it?
African American vernacular English.
I've got
Jive.
9 and
AKA.
1 padded in on the cancel police phone.
That's what I take issue with that being a thing that is abbreviated. Like why do we have to white up African American vernacular English by calling it AAVE? That's offensive.
It sounds
to me.
like a club that all the nerds were in
That's
in high
offensive
school.
to me. Yeah, that's offensive. Quit whiting shit up.
Is that offensive to you?
Damn right it is.
Yeah, Bill chooses weird hills to die on.
Yeah. AAVE, that's some white mayonnaise, white splaining
But just
right
the
there.
abbreviation, you're fine with the term.
Just call it African American vernacular English if you'd like.
Okay.
But I don't like that you're gonna abbreviate it. Leave people like me out there like, what is that?
But Cardi B is black and she abbreviated wet ass pussy into WAP. So doesn't that mean abbreviations are black culture?
That's true. Aren't we appropriating by abbreviate? I've lost the thread of this already.
NWA. I'm running out of abbreviations.
I think we might
but
actually be doing
AMSO.
cultural appropriation when we whenever we abbreviate stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take something super white and you abbreviate it to try and get it to be welcome.
Wait,
in
that's the
vernacular
opposite of
itself.
what you. Wait, you were saying the opposite of that. Wait,
don't
hold
know
on.
what I'm
Did
saying.
you guys see
Vosh,
that?
you're gonna find a lot of that on this
Bosh,
podcast.
spell this out for me, please.
Did you see the Cardi B interview with Bernie Sanders?
No.
You did? Wait, you didn't? This was like a big
No.
meme back a year ago.
Yeah, I missed it all. Maybe I watched it. Maybe I forgot about it because the whole world was different then.
Gotcha, dude.
Imagine
I can't
remembering
remember
something from a
anything.
year ago.
This is
crazy.
my fucking jam though. I actually wish politicians would do this more often. Like let's like what endorsements are we trying to secure right now, you know? Some people say Bernie Sanders couldn't win the primary because he wasn't able to secure many key endorsements, okay? But getting like the big celebs talking to fucking Cardi B, where was the Nicki Minaj interview, okay?
Yeah.
What happened there? Who dropped the ball on that one? Wait, has she done an interview?
Nicki Minaj interviewed Donald Trump for $140,000 and it's private.
Is that
now.
pre-President Trump?
Yeah, it was his lawyer hit it all.
Oh, I see.
No,
Is that true? Wait, is that true?
I think no, of course not. I was being.
I see. I was looking at Vosh's chat, and they're all warning him he's going to get canceled for being on here.
Probably.
So
Why is that?
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I mean,
about that, Vosh.
your takes here bordering on pretty fucking stupid, but like they're not even they're not even close to being like what's harming America. And the people in my chat whose insistence that I can't spend any time with people who are having problematic takes is incredibly fucking stupid. I've literally been one of the strongest advocates for make the arguments you can in the communities you can, be with people who you disagree with sometimes, be the bridge. And these people being like, you need to leave immediately.
bridge.
This is not an appropriate reaction to being in the presence of people who are not fully familiar with the racial dynamic. Fuck off with that shit. Absolutely not. Stupid as fuck. They can sit with it or they can leave the stream.
Yeah. if I get you canceled over African American vernacular English, I want to apologize right now.
I get
am
canceled.
sorry.
I've done way more valid shit to get canceled over. So
Okay.
I'm good. That being said, were you being serious about the Minaj thing with Trump?
No.
Oh.
No, that's what how much
he's
he
a
paid
liar.
Stormy Daniels. That's how much he paid Stormy Daniels to shut up, right?
Oh.
That's Stormy Daniels' money.
I was insinuating that Donald Trump and Nicki Minaj had a relationship together as a
had
joke.
I don't like thinking
Vaginal
about that.
intercourse? Is that what you're
When I
saying?
say relationship, I obviously mean a working relationship.
A working
Work
Like the
relationship. Okay.
like the world's oldest profession.
Like
Yes.
they
wet
worked on a
working
track together.
relationship.
Like they had promiscuous hotel sex, and the lawyer had to quiet it down because that seems to be how Trump operates with women. That seems to be his relationship with women.
I don't know if
Now-
he'd be able to get Nicki Minaj though.
Of course not, but they are New Yorkers, so maybe they had a little bond. Things hit differently in New York.
You just keep running with it.
I don't care.
She cost more than 140 grand to shut up.
Probably.
Yeah,
Like a lot more.
yeah. Hush money to Nicki Minaj would not be 140,000.
No.
That's a pretty insubstantial dollar amount. I
That's
would
the
think.
hole in your story.
But the whole of my story, I never give a timeline, okay? And we do know Trump has a close working relationship with the WWE, and Nicki Minaj used to do entrance music for WWE wrestlers. So there's a tie in there. And back when she was doing
Hold on,
the
let me
entrance
connect all
music,
of this with
she
red
might
yarn.
have done one sex with Donald Trump for $140,000 worth of hush money.
Checks out.
Now there's a lot of hoops and loops we're jumping through to get here.
Can we just talk
But it's
about the
possible.
fact that the radio edit of Wet Ass Pussy is wet and gushy, which is 1,000 times more disgusting?
Well, it's also WAG, which I think as a furry you would enjoy more than WAP, right?
I mean, I'm into it. Don't get me wrong. Also, the music video. Hot.
Some wet ass cloaca? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, WAC.
Oh,
Yeah. Whack.
Whack.
oh God, Creamsicle says, I WAG, I'm a good girl.
I looked up Nicki Minaj WWE, and all I'm finding are videos of Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B one-on-one 2019 WWE 2K
Oh,
She did the
exhibition
they made them
matches.
fight in a video game.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Hold
Oh,
on.
no.
Hold on. I'll
Oh,
kill
no.
the echo.
Jeff!
I got it. I killed
Okay.
it.
So Nicki Minaj did the entrance music for Victoria. Was that her name when she was in WWE?
I think
I don't know.
Tattoo did the music for Victoria.
No, it's after the tattoo one.
After that, that's the only one I know.
Things she said, all up in my head, all up in my head.
That's the one.
Damn.
No.
Damn. Dang. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Howdy.
Now that Ben has corrected his egregious error.
Hey, Jeff, you want to be on the podcast?
Sure. Yeah.
I'd love
shit.
to.
Love to. Too bad.
I would love to. I'm sitting here all by myself, all alone, with nothing to do, waiting until I have to find out if I have to evacuate my fucking home or not.
Yeah, have you
I'd
been
love to,
enjoying
Ben.
the air quality, Jeff?
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god!
how's
Have
breathing?
I ever? Ugh. Listen, I never thought breathing would be a competitive sport, but fuck me dead. I'm really not good at it at all right now. Mm-mm.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
leaving my
pretty
house.
brutal. Yeah, no, it's brutal. Yeah, we've so me and a bunch of my friends, we've been we've been trying to do some community action stuff because there's a lot of homeless people in Eugene, and they don't have anywhere to go. When you're homeless, what the fuck are you supposed to do when like your whole entire state is now covered in choking smoke?
Mm-hmm.
So my buddy Chris, who's an absolute legend, he basically like called the city and he's like, hey, fuck you, I'm taking over a park. I'm gonna have all the homeless stay in that park and I'm gonna like give them supplies. If you have a problem with it, you can kiss my ass. And he actually convinced the local police department to bring pizzas to feed all the fucking homeless people.
Wait, that's sick as shit. Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real. Like it was really fucking cool. The
Nice.
dude is an absolute fucking saint, and yeah, he's an inspiration. He's a cool guy.
I saw it, Jeff. I saw that you and Mems were going around setting up water stations too. Like a while back.
We did that last month when there was like a heat wave going through, and we spent like, I don't know, it doesn't matter how much we spent. We bought like these 3 big jug things with like pumps, and we put them out where homeless people were, because it's gonna be like 108 degrees or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like little things like that, you know.
Yeah,
Jesus.
right now it's like 91 here, but they have us closing our windows because of all the smoke.
Yeah.
So and you know, it's so weird how houses in the Pacific Northwest don't have air conditioning, like especially the older ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky that like I have central air, and I routinely change my filters. I have like box fans
Is
that
it
I
at all
like.
possible that Candace Owens'
Chandler!
IQ massively drags down
Hey,
the
Chris
average?
Chan.
Ooh.
The
You think
good
Candace
Chris
Owens
Chan.
has a low IQ?
Yeah.
I gotta bite back on that one. Candace Owens is smart as fuck.
Yeah, she's super smart.
Incredibly good at grifting her way to the top of conservative discourse.
Yeah, in the
I gotta agree
low
with that.
IQ battle between Candace Owens and Cardi B, I think we have a clear winner.
I mean,
Yeah.
fuck Candace Owens and Cardi B. They're in 2 different professions, right? They're 2 different career paths. They're 2 different women. They shouldn't be compared.
Hold on,
Compare
Candace Owens
Candace
is not
Owens-
a pop singer / whore also?
compare Candace Owens to all the other right-leaning talking heads, and I put her smarter than fucking all of them. I'll put her over Nick Fuentes. I'll put her over Alex Jones.
Over the Nick Fuentes?
The Nick
How dare you.
Fuentes. Yeah.
Over Alex Jones?
Yeah, because Alex Jones, I don't know if he's smart as much as he is charismatic.
Would you put her over Nick Fuentes' friend?
No, never. Catboy lives forever in
I
my
think,
heart. My heart.
I don't think Alex Jones even has like an internal dialogue. I don't know if he's smart or
That
dumb
is-
or anything like
That's
that.
a fantastic way to put it.
I think that everything that he is vocalized externally. So there's nothing else. Like there's nothing internal. It's just it's all out there, you know?
Do you
He's a
think that-
pro wrestler that got into conspiracies
Yeah, he
instead of the
accidentally
wrestling
got into
ring.
the wrong job.
Yeah.
Do you think that like being clever and following, you know, like whatever your publicist or like your media person tells you to do, I don't know if it's indicative of necessarily like a high IQ. It's maybe just having more of like a very predatory instinct, like, ooh, this is the avenue, I'm gonna bite for it. I don't feel comfortable saying Candace Owens is smart. I'll say she's clever. She's clever. High IQ.
She's terribly smart.
Terribly smart.
There's so many gaffes that would be so easy for her to dodge.
Hold on, I'm having my partner bring my phrenology tools up so we can.
Yes, finally, let's measure that
Oh,
skull.
fuck. Oh God, that's a good idea. No, but I mean, like her Hitler gaff, right? Like that's a pretty low IQ fucking gaff. Like,
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty.
Feels
Easy.
like, but
I
that
would
was my
never
favorite
have a
thing.
gaff like that. But you know, her being very clever at her job, like to me, it sounds like she's got a really good publicist.
Well, you never know with these people, right? It's like with media personalities. You don't know who's writing the songs or encouraging them to do this or that. With these big, like, corporate online demagogues, you have no fucking idea how much of this is independent, you know?
Right.
Even with people, I think Ben Shapiro is pretty independent because I don't think anyone would ever direct him to be that fucking dorky.
Would you call him independent?
Independent? Independent. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much all on him. You know, I feel like that's his battle. But then you have people like Steven Crowder, for example. I don't think Steven Crowder believes a fucking thing
That guy
he says.
from Arthur?
That guy from Arthur, yeah, the known
I can
Pinky in the
guarantee you he
Brain,
doesn't believe it.
yeah, voice actor. Yeah, that dude's got a little tablet in front of him where he has all of his talking points that are beamed straight to him from fucking, you know, Big Gas, Big Oil HQ.
Well, he himself doesn't believe the most of the shit that he says anyway. Like, I was on his show. I talked to him like off the air a little bit, and Steven Crowder off the air is a totally different person than Steven Crowder on the air. Like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Oh, well,
like
he's
there's
yeah.
long-running
like
there's
how
long-running
he's
rumors.
marketed, right?
Right. There's long-running rumors of him apologizing to trans people that have been on his show, like after they appear, and him like profusely apologizing and saying, "Look, I have to say this is part of my job."
So he's a coward.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
If you're gonna say that on air, at least off air, be like, "Hey, yeah, sorry about your fucking feelings. Die." At least be that way off camera, but off camera, oh, I'm so sorry, I had to be a mean boy in front of everybody.
They all know.
Once again, Bill's hardline no apologizing to trans people.
They literally all do this shit. Blair White said that Richard Spencer was up in her DMs because apparently he's a chaser. I've heard people accuse Steven Crowder of being into or being like poly-bi. Or I know conservative personalities have made jokes about him being way the fuck more fluid with his gender and with his sexuality than he talks about. The thing is, all these conservative people, whether they know they're talking out of their ass or not, don't actually want to live in the world they're building for other people. Nobody actually wants to live in a world as repressive and cruel as what they're trying to build, so they know they have the money to sneak around and do whatever the fuck they want in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, Crowder doesn't believe it. Candace Owens probably doesn't believe it. Like Ann Coulter doesn't believe a thing she says. That's just like, that's their brand. That's just what they do.
Oh, yeah. Alex Jones had a fucking trans porn video up on his phone that one time.
That's trans. Not a lot of people talk about that.
Yeah. Alex Jones is trans.
Yeah.
I believe it. Absolutely.
If you take one thing away
Who's
from this podcast, let it be that.
Who's the trans porn star? It's like Buck something.
Buck Angel.
Buck Angel.
Yeah.
Buck Angel.
Rocks.
Buck Angel and Alex Jones do have a lot of similarities.
Right?
Their
Put
voices
them
sound
side
pretty
by
similar.
side.
They're both
Have
pretty.
you ever seen them in the same place at the same time?
I have not.
Yeah, they were sharing a dick together.
Just saying. Connect the dots, people.
They were going family style on a BBC. Is
how
that
does
okay?
that-
Is that you know what? I'm starting to think the AAVE thing is okay.
You've come around on it.
I'm trying to think of all the different abbreviations I can come up with.
Working
guys, I've
in
come
real
around on
time to try to think that fact. Fuck me. this is an acceptable conspiracy theory. However, if Alex Jones and Buck Angel are indeed one and the same, that does mean that the cancellations of ContraPoints for including Buck Angel in one of her videos as a voiceover is a little bit more legitimate, which which is unfortunate.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Buck Angel's got WAP, right?
Okay. Look, I'm gonna bypass.
I mean, he's a
that whole
performer.
one.
You can find out.
Answer the question.
I'm gonna bypass that whole one and just say, like, so what? One of the things though that I struggle with quite a bit is when I was like getting into the gay scene, quote unquote, when we had very, very different terminology for people who were. At the time, we called them pre-op transsexuals, post-op transsexuals. We called them all sorts of different things in the gay community at the time.
We used to call
talking like, yeah. Well, but like early 2000s and whatnot. These are like the kind of terminology that we were using, and everybody's trying to like find themselves in these types of communities. Buck Angel was actually seen as a trans hero.
Oh yeah,
I
can see that.
Yeah,
right. Like I feel sometimes I feel bad because I think that as much as like Buck Angel is wrong. That not enough people have the patience to really understand why Buck Angel feels the way that Buck Angel does. You know, like I don't know. I feel bad that people like they hammer him really bad on this shit.
Well,
really
to be fair,
bad.
he said some pretty dumb stuff on Twitter too.
True.
What did he say?
Fuck, I would have to go back. I don't want to make any spurious accusations, but I
Why are
remember
we paying
remember
attention
him.
to what porn stars say on Twitter?
He makes a lot of comments that are kind of in the vein of like, this is why people don't take trans people seriously. It's because of non-binary people or something like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Which is like a really common, because Blair White does the exact same thing too. Which is why I'm surprised Blair White hasn't had Buck Angel on her program at any point, because I feel like they could do a whole thing together.
Is your program called the Blair White Project?
Not to my knowledge.
It should be. I think like as much as maybe the talking points are kind of similar, I don't think they have the same kind of energy. I don't know.
Now Blair White is incredibly self-hating and projects it outward. I think that I honestly think that Buck Angel is just a massive boomer. And that his boomerism kind of hurts other people sometimes.
Right.
I think that people do mishandle how they talk about him though. When they treat him like he's an active like villain trying to hurt NB people or whatever, that's probably not like an effective framing, you know?
Right. Yeah, and that's like I guess that's kind of like the main thing, because we always have to deal with these types of the psychology of fame, the psychology of groups, and that kind of shit, and like being vicious to Buck Angel kind of reinforces Buck Angel's, very wrong belief system. Whose fault is that? Buck Angel's, of course. But still, like, I don't know. I just, as somebody who looked up to Buck, like, I don't know, 15, 18 years ago.
Someone
like
who
that.
has seen everything Buck has ever done.
I
wasn't
wouldn't go
even
that
alive
far,
back
but
then.
probably quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, that's cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's a good perspective.
So, shifting gears a little bit. So Vosh, you're casting the vote for Biden in November, right?
I am. I'm proudly. I'm going right up there, licking the doorknobs on the way in, and then I'm throwing the vote down.
Guys, you gotta lick those doorknobs.
You do.
Yeah. So, what do you think his chances are? Like, do you think he's probably going to win?
The most likely thing that's going to happen right now is that on the election day, Trump will win, because it takes a little bit of time for all the mail-in ballots to be counted, and far more mail-in ballots are going to be from Democrats than Republicans.
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting.
So what I'm worried is going to happen, and people have written articles on this, they're very scary, is that Trump is going to win election day, even though everyone who knows what they're talking about knows that doesn't actually mean the votes are finished being counted. He's going to declare victory, thank God, say the Democrats cheated, but they still couldn't win, and then Fox News 2 days later, some judges are saying actually Trump lost. OAS losing their minds. Steven Crowder videos, Ben Shapiro videos. What's happening? Trump won. What's happening right now? The courts are saying Biden's winning. Actually, what are they doing? They're stealing the election. Antifa and Biden are working together. And what it is they're counting the fucking mail-in votes. And what it's probably going to happen there is Trump's going to use it as a way of legitimizing his attempt to question the Democrats, fair play, and there will be violence in the streets, and a few people are going to die, and that'll make a media spectacle. And I'm almost certain that's going to happen.
I
That's
do
fun.
see that happening too.
What are the chances we have Proud Boys running around tampering with mail
You fucking
on
kidding me?
election day?
Why would
I
you?
don't-
Who would bet against that?
Are they going to do
Yeah,
that? Are the
what
Proud Boys
odds are
going
you
to be
giving
naughty?
on that bet?
I'm saying, do we have to dress up as Antifas and guard our mailboxes this election years?
I suggest you do that 100%. Yes.
I'll do it.
Yes.
I'll be Antifa Snorlax if I
Yes.
have to be.
Just so everybody knows too, like after I got my last Twitter yeeted, you can now find me at Antifa Complains. I'm the official Antifa complaint department. So when all this starts going like sideways, you know who to come and like send all your rage to.
This is low IQ. You need to dress up as a Proud Boy and guard your mailbox. You kidding me? Just be like, yep, going right to Trump. No worries.
I dress up as a Proud Boy every day. I dress up as a Proud Boy every day. I was supposed to go to Hawaii before COVID hit. I have all these Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah,
Wink.
he had a whole
I
bunch
got
of
2
Hawaiian
Trump
shirts.
ballots here. You know?
Yeah, me and my dog are both voting for Trump.
Yeah. Also, everyone, make sure you vote twice just to be certain.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the debate coming up. Just partially because it's going to be kind of a weird format compared to how they've done it in the past because of COVID.
I
not
just
in front
really
of a
hope
live
Biden can
audience.
hold his own.
But then Biden is a
hoping.
bumbling fool off the cuff. He's not very sharp and quick on his feet.
Trump has
I hope
been
he's got someone
really
real good
low
in his ear.
energy lately too, though. Like Trump has been during the RNC. Trump has been incredibly boring, incredibly low energy. So I wonder if the horse stimulants are finally starting to wear off from 2000.
He ran out
He
of
got too much
Sudafed.
tolerance.
Yeah.
He ran out of Sudafed.
And
Too
wasn't
many
there
too many
that
strokes.
there was like that press conference on the White House, in front of the White House, I think it was, and he just starts wandering aimlessly instead of going to his helicopter or his jet or whatever.
He wasn't sure where the helicopter was. Leave him alone. It could happen to anyone.
Is he losing his chutzpah?
Is Moxie?
Dude,
Mox-
he's
his
ancient.
abs?
He's ancient, and he's obese, and he eats fast food for every meal, and we know he doesn't listen to his doctors. The fact that he's still alive is a legitimate fucking miracle.
It's a testament to something. I'm not sure what, but he also has, bar none, the worst posture I've ever seen.
Oh my god, dude.
But
He's
it's
like
not fair.
he's like 45 degrees forward, but
It's
not
not
like
fair.
someone with osteoporosis. He's just on a full diagonal.
He's
not fair to pick
100%
on-
day one of standing school. Always day one of standing school. Anytime there's a full body picture of this guy, he looks like he's trying to do a fucking cosplay of like the face eater, you know, like he's like hunched, like his shoulders, like, but it's like every time, you know. I don't know how he's alive.
Lean man.
Yeah.
That crazy. Yeah.
It's not fair to pick on his age and obesity. He's not like the other elders like Pelosi and Biden. He doesn't get adrenochrome.
No, because he's the one that's in there taking it down from the inside,
Yeah,
trying to
that's
stop
the
it.
only reason he looks like an old man
So
should look.
if he
fat
had
and lazy.
if he had the adrenochrome like all the other corrupt
Yeah.
politicians,
If he
then
had the adrenochrome
he'd be
like Joe
straight as hair.
Biden, he would look like old Captain America
Well,
right
there's
now.
there's two kind of old politicians, you know. There are the kind that eat whatever the fuck they want and live through spite, and then there are the people who live to 106 because they eat one lettuce leaf a day and like 68 pills with every.
Is that Jimmy Carter?
With
the
every
second
bowel
version?
movement.
I hope Jimmy Carter
the
doesn't
second
do
one's Jimmy
adrenochrome.
Carter.
Jimmy Carter had brain cancer and it went away.
Yeah, he just
How does
willed
that
it away.
That's
Jimmy Carter is fucking
Respect.
badass, dude. For
He
everything, for
he
every,
thought
in
it
every
away.
way-
He debated it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in every way that he was like a terrible president, he's just a fucking badass human being. I love Jimmy Carter, dude.
like post presidency Carter, pretty sweet.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
atoning. He's atoning. Jimmy Carter is, to me, is like is like what happens if you put like an idealistic progressive in the White House and they didn't know going in that being the president means you still have to be a terrible fucking person. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes, he's like, oh God. And then he gets out of there, you know, and it's like, all right, I'm going to spend the next 50 years atoning for this. And he
I'm
has.
building houses for
Jimmy's
poor
time.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter's great, dude. His brother Billy, even better, alcoholic.
Billy Beer.
I love him. I love Billy's.
Alcoholic.
I love alcoholics. And
So
Billy's.
you like Trump's older brother too then, because he was an alcoholic.
He died though, right?
Yeah, he died.
Died of
I don't like-
COVID.
Because he was too good at being an alcoholic.
Yeah, I don't like alcoholics that died
Both
alcoholism.
Trump had two brothers and they both died. And then his sister,
Of
you know,
COVID.
is in all those secret recordings talking shit about him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
No
Jimmy
wonder Trump's-
Carter's? It was like Jimmy Carter's sister who converted Larry Flint to Catholicism or some shit like that.
Really?
What? Jimmy
Yeah.
Carter is Catholic though.
I don't know. It was like some like
Wait,
evangelical.
Jimmy
Christian
Carter is a
fucking thing.
Catholic? I thought JFK was the
he's
only.
not.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He
No,
was
no, it was like a sister or something like that who converted Larry Flint into like hardcore evangelism or some shit like that.
Huh.
I was just watching The People versus Larry Flint like 3 days ago, so I don't know, weird.
I like how it was a scandal. There was a Catholic in the White House. Like, oh, that's not the right kind of Christian.
Yeah, and
Like,
he had to do a speech letting everyone know that he wouldn't take orders from the Vatican
Mhm.
because people
Yeah.
were that freaked
I mean,
out.
that was a concern.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Actually, that actually totally makes sense. You know, I mean, like that's one of the reasons why people were like, no, we can't have Mitt Romney come in. It's because it's assumed that if you are an adherent to the Mormon faith, you will take
Yeah, he
your
did it.
marching orders from the faith. From
from
faith,
Joseph Smith.
I mean, well, I don't know a lot of about Mormonism. Do they have like some avatar of Joseph Smith, some little boy that they like implant his fucking
Probably they
consciousness
probably
into?
got baby
They like
Joseph
sprouts
Smith.
tentacles.
That's
some
actually
shit.
one of the reasons why I'm so excited by the Trump presidency, our first atheist president. Because there was no fucking way Trump has ever given a single shit about the existence of a
maybe
god.
you didn't see
Exactly.
the picture of him holding the Bible up outside the church across the street from the White House.
Did you
man is
see
a
that
Christian.
news segment where he was like, yeah, I love the Bible. It's my favorite book. And they're like, what is your favorite passage? And he's like, well, I don't, there are so
All of
many.
it.
There are so many passages I know I could never tell. And they
I was-
ask like 20 times, like any passage. Just give us some passage from this book.
See, I
It's like Austin
legit- for whatever
3:16.
reason, that's amazing. I was thinking about this very thing yesterday and how much that fucking reporter dropped the ball. Because it seems like the reporter like got him pretty good. But the only question that reporter needed to ask after it was clear he didn't know shit was not what's your favorite, because then he can say, I love them all. Ask
Right.
him, name one book of the Bible, Mr. President. Name one. And he fucking couldn't, but they didn't ask.
I've
I was
played
thinking about
Binding of
that yesterday.
Isaac,
I don't
so I
why.
know at least a few of them. But he's not into the indie game scene. He's not an Edward McMillan fan, so he wouldn't have that edge.
Corinthians, that's a good one. Numbers.
Big fan of numbers. Big fan.
Numbers,
Huge.
love numbers.
You'll never find a bigger fan of numbers than me. I love
recently,
numbers.
I recently watched a documentary about Trump, and his grandfather died of the Spanish flu, which is crazy
Which is
to
pretty
think
funny.
about.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, that was
Yes.
100 years ago.
Yes.
I guess that works.
I mean,
yeah.
Trump is like
Gross.
Yeah.
100 years
Yeah,
old.
his,
Yeah.
So-
His grandfather came to the U.S. from Germany, and he first settled on the West Coast. And he actually opened up some hotels and that were basically brothels.
tight.
And he tried to go back to Germany, and if they would have let him back in, President Trump would have never been born. But they wouldn't let him back in. He revoked his citizenship because he didn't do his conscription service to the military. So they sent him back, and then he settled in New York, and that's where he met Trump's mom or Trump's grandmother, and settled down there. And then he died in his 40s, but it was after Trump's father was born. So
And
I love
the
that the Trumps have
legend
a
was
proud
born.
history
yeah.
of not serving in the military.
That's right.
My
Yeah.
grandfather was actually a commander in the Navy. He's got a pretty healthy pension.
That's cool.
These days. Yeah, I think that's one under captain. I don't know the fucking ranks, but yeah,
but fairly high up.
yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah, I mean he's like a Trump voter, so I don't think he knows what I
Your
do.
military grandfather is a Trump voter?
Yeah, I don't think.
Weird.
Yeah, in Florida too.
Oh.
I don't think he knows what
Crazier
my
and
job
crazier.
is. I think he just knows I do like an online show. I think he thinks it's about video games.
He probably thinks you're an e-girl.
Hey, you know what? I'll fucking take it.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
I just recently got my inheritance from my maternal grandfather. I haven't had it for a while because my dad was hanging on to it, and then he finally moved out of his house. I got finally a Nazi officer's dagger that my grandpa ripped off the corpse of a dude that he shot like in fucking France. It's crazy.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I got a full Nazi SS uniform that my grandfather wore.
That's amazing. Wow.
It's not
But
true.
if we swap, like one of us could go in full cosplay.
Ooh.
You don't get war trophies like that anymore. Nowadays, it's like, here's the rock that the Afghanistanian child was about to throw at me. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the sand we push someone's face into.
Here's the sandal of that child I murdered out of cold blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
Here's
I took
the sandwich the child was eating when I sent the drones into obliterate.
I took a picture of my console window right as the drone strike went off. Check it out. And it's just like grainy pixels.
Here's the bride and groom from the wedding cake of the wedding that we drone bombed.
My grandkids are gonna get a fat
Thanks,
blanket.
Obama.
This was Grandpa's fat blanket. I don't know how he got any cum off of that to make us, but we're probably adopted.
What was it that Creamsicle said in their Streamlabs? They said something.
They wanted to take over for Jeff if Jeff didn't come on the show.
Okay. Yeah, Creamsicle was excited.
Yeah.
Back in your box, Creamsicle. Back in your box, Pepper. Back in the crate.
Back in the cage. Get in the cage.
Back in the crate.
I
You're
sent,
gonna get
I sent you a picture in Discord, Ben. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is one of the most interesting T-shirts I've ever seen. I don't know.
What does it mean? What could it...
know what it means.
Dude, that's
the
base.
gentleman
That's
wearing it?
That's a good shirt right there. That makes me
is a good
feel
shirt.
feelings.
Because you don't know what to be mad at. Oh, I love it.
Wow.
So he's saying they make America great again?
I think he's saying he's a MAGA guy that supports Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, he said we can't
I
kill.
love that Venn diagram, by
Every
the way.
black guy we kill is another potential Trump voter alienated. This guy's an idealist for Trump.
Oh, I love that.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw this picture and this gentleman, and I'm like, he needs to be talked about. We need to tell his story.
Did
know,
you see that rally where there were a bunch of like old white people wearing black voters for Trump wandering around?
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good shirt, because that shirt massively changes meaning depending on who's wearing it. If I wore that shirt in my day-to-day, I feel like that's a left-wing shirt. You know what I mean? That's like me making fun of them. That's some deep satire, okay? But when they're wearing it, it is deeply, deeply funny, but it is not satire.
Jesus Christ.
I also like all Black Lives Matter. Because that no one's real sure what to do with that.
Sure, we'll
one.
take. Yeah, sure. We'll
Isn't
take
that
it.
inclusive? Isn't that inclusive of the trans community? Is that why that one exists? Or
It's better than the one they left on the cutting room floor, the Black All Lives Matter, which was confusing. The message was mixed.
There was that one black woman that was running in Baltimore as a Republican. She said all Black Lives Matter.
Oh, she did. Maybe that's where I remember it from. Because I'm like, that is an interesting. I can't actually be mad at that message because it sounds positive.
I'm
but
not mad.
what does
No.
it mean?
a few years back when Black Lives was brand new, I went to Trader Joe's and I thought they had a big Black Lives sign above like the entryway. I was like, oh shit! And I looked closer. It just said Black Olives.
Oh, I'm being informed. The woman who said that is the woman who I got canceled over a week ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw that on your Twitter feeds.
Well, not me.
Give us a synopsis. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I was watching the RNC and there was a black lady running for Congress.
I thought you got canceled because you weren't sure what the N in RNC stood for.
Shut the fuck up.
I got Jeff.
I ineloquently phrased my criticisms of the tokenization of black people for Republican talking points. Totally honest mistake. It happened to anyone. But yeah, anyway, that woman called me out on Twitter and got like fucking 20,000 likes on it. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we watched her campaign commercial. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it was good.
She's just walking through the most rundown neighborhood in Baltimore, being like, "This is what you get with Democrats." is basically
Yeah.
what she's doing.
Yeah.
Republicans
doing the,
will
like,
definitely
Democrats-
fix Black Baltimore.
And doing like Democrats are the real racist thing, you know.
Yeah. It's such a correlation causation thing. The reason these cities are Democrat run is because they tend to have a large black population. Black people tend to be poor. Poor black people tend to vote Democrat. So they end up being Democrat run cities. But Democrats don't fix the problems of black America much better than Republicans do. They do a little better, but not by much.
Just slightly better.
Yeah, but
They're
we
not
don't want to.
good.
We don't listen. If Republicans want to say black people, I'm sorry. If Republicans want to say that Democrats have done a terrible job with black people and healing like black communities, fine, totally. But don't imply you do a better job. Republicans are like, what would we do to fix these communities? Well, we'd emphasize hard work by getting rid of welfare, and that's it. That's the only idea we have. Like, okay,
Communities
all
by
right.
destroying welfare.
Holy shit.
Well, Trump did-
as opposed to the fucking Democrats who just destroy welfare and just say, well, we need more. Well, but they never actually do anything to help improve it at all. It's the same thing.
But black unemployment was at historic lows a year ago.
Trump did help push through the First Step Act, right? Like that's pretty good for I think all Americans, but especially those that are mostly incarcerated, being black people at what 50% of incarceration.
Hold on, let me check. I don't want to.
Bill, you don't get to say anything real after Black Olives. Your time finished after Black Olives.
Improve criminal
What?
justice outcomes, reduce the size of the federal prison population. Yeah. I mean, credit where credit's due. Yeah, it was a bipartisan legislation though, so that would just be Trump signing in. Yeah. But yeah, not exactly a campaign mission on his part. But
Well, I thought that was kind of like the cornerstone of his campaign.
yes,
No?
that was 2016 step act. You know.
It
that's
is,
what they
it
were
is
chanting.
nice to see some of that moving forward. I'm not crediting Trump for it, but it
Lock her
the
up.
Republicans
Lock
can say
her
that.
up, and then make sure she
Republicans can
gets
say
fair treatment in the criminal justice system.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the whole chant. See, a lot of people only listen to the first half of the chant.
Yeah, it's
a
actually
real
pretty
American
basic.
history X
Whoa!
situation.
You had me on arresting Hillary Clinton. Okay, so it's you don't need to go any farther than that. Keep me excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arresting Hillary Clinton. It never happened though. There was not even
We didn't get
you
her?
know. I mean, there wasn't even that was something he promised just live off the cuff at a debate, and
Yeah.
it wasn't even an attempt.
You're thinking Bin
Pretty
Laden.
boss
got-
move. Respect. Like,
We
oh,
got Bin
not
Laden.
only am I going to win this goddamn election, which I don't even want to, I'm going to arrest this bitch. How about that?
He's in the
Yeah.
same fucking club as Hillary Clinton. Like, what the fuck? Does anybody think that he's going to try and, like, he's actually going to try and arrest Hillary Clinton?
They were friends for
were.
years before
They were.
any of this. Yeah.
all
Trump-
of this,
Trump
all of
was
this
a
is, all of
Democrat.
this is performative. None of this is fucking real. It's all performative. This is all just a bunch of bullshit to like sway people one way or the other, to hypnotize people into not actually thinking about things that are fucking real. That's how it always actually
I'm being
plays out.
told that Trump actually underfunded the First Step Act by 80%. He only gave 14 million
really?
out of the 75
Imagine
million.
my fucking shock. Wow.
But yeah,
I mean,
with the Clinton Trump thing, like they were sharing 12-year-olds on Epstein's Island, like back
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
90s.
That's
Like
what-
they don't fucking care. They're not going to fucking.
But Clinton got more
actually-
of the share, to be fair.
Well, the Clinton,
And I
yeah.
don't think Trump was sharing because he was like, Ivanka's mine.
Ew. Come on.
If she wasn't my daughter,
I'm
I'd
putting
definitely be
this
fucking
one
her
on
right
Twitter.
now. I'd be having sex with my daughter
I'm putting
right
this
now.
one on
This
Twitter.
right here. If she
Twitter,
wasn't my daughter,
do your
I'd fuck
thing.
Yeah, we just had the Bin Laden's nieces supporting Trump.
Yeah, she's a QAnon conspiracy
She's a QAnon?
theorist.
Sick.
Yeah, so
Will she also become a congresswoman?
Trump's got the support of North Korea, Russia, now Bin Laden's family.
Bolsonaro as well.
He's doing good. Yeah.
Dude, if Assad endorses Trump, dude, holy shit. This is the epic fucking turnaround, okay? So a bunch of tankies actually think Trump is better than Biden because they believe Biden is more likely to engage in like overseas militarism. So if Assad agrees with them and then endorses Trump, we get the ultimate fucking turnaround.
You have communists for Trump.
Yeah, communists for Trump, like the Tulsi Krats will be like waving red flags as they with their MAGA hats. You know, we
That's
get the
a
ultimate
delight.
horseshoe. I'm waiting
They're
for
like,
it.
hey, the hats are red. We're already good.
Which niece? Osama bin Laden had like so many fucking brothers
one
and
here.
sisters,
Well-
so many fucking children. Like, holy shit,
Well,
dude.
Bin Laden's father had a ton, had a harem.
Yeah. Oh
So-
yeah. No, he had like literally dozens and dozens of fucking children, and then Bin Laden himself, I think, had over 20 kids or something like that.
Probably.
I mean, did you
And then,
see
like-
him? That guy fucked.
He fucks, dude.
Wasn't he like 6'7"?
Dude, he's huge. He's a fucking giant. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that big old fucking voodoo terrorist dick. Look, I'm just
I
all
want
I'm
to see
saying.
Bin Laden wrestle Abraham Lincoln. Can we get a time machine? Can that be the main event of the next Bill and Ted movie?
All I'm saying
Wasn't
is like,
Osama found with hentai in his computer?
Yes.
Oh God.
probably, yeah. All I'm saying is that like the Bin Laden bloodline is so massively stretched out that you could probably find a political opinion that matches with yours if you just look long enough. Like, Charles Bin Laden. He's like
girl
super.
Charlie.
He's super into DS9 and playing mini golf. Like, oh, that's my Bin Laden. That's my Bin Laden. All right, cool. I stand Charles Bin Laden.
Josephine Bin Laden operates like a craft brewery.
She has an Etsy.
in fucking Portugal, and
right.
is waiting for Lula to come back. You know.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone, go out and find your Bin Laden. There's one for everyone.
Yeah, it's great. That's like, you know, when you Google your name, the hedgehog, and you get like
Yes.
It's like that. Your name, Bin Laden, and you somewhere in the world, you know.
I dig this. I like this a lot. Somebody needs to make this fucking like BuzzFeed quiz or something. Like, which Bin Laden are you?
That's good. That's good though.
Yeah. I personally, I like the death metal Bin Laden dude. It looks like Serge
he's pretty
Tarkanian or whatever. Like, yeah,
Serge
he's
Tankian?
I'm sophisticated Bin Laden.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you Julian Bin Laden?
Yes.
Could you imagine going to all
what
that
if it's-
trouble?
Wagyu beef. Oh.
Wagyu beef Bin Laden?
Yes.
You go to all that trouble to find your Bin Laden, and it turns out they were killed in a drone raid.
Oh god
Wouldn't
damn
that
it.
be heartbreaking?
Do you
That would
think?
suck.
Do you think the reason they killed Bin Laden and dumped his body in the ocean without pictures is because, in addition to the hentai in his computer, they found like the trans knee socks, and they concluded he was a femboy, and they didn't want to break the image of like the scary terrorist, you know?
That makes sense.
Wait a minute, a femboy did 9/11?
Wait,
I mean,
Wait,
it's not really that much of a stretch.
yeah, is
Come
that
on.
a stretch to you that a femboy would do 9/11?
Come on.
Nah, it tracks. It tracks.
Yeah.
Have you seen them take a fucking bad dragon dildo? If they could do that, they could do a lot of crazy shit, man. All right, listen.
true.
They're fucking
I've seen some
crazy. They're crazy.
Is
yeah.
there
Chance
Does
XL. That takes.
does Bad
dedication.
Dragon make a 747 dildo that you could just fly into your
They
ass?
should.
Well,
They
the wings would complicate things, but I'm sure there's a way.
Well,
Ma-
that's
just
the- that's the-
fuselage-
Impossible.
just the fuselage that went into the Pentagon. Yes, they do make that.
That's the base
Okay.
to keep it from going all the way in. Like
Jeff,
a
you
good
good?
anal. Everyone knows a good anal toy has to have a flared base, so it doesn't go all the way in and get stuck.
Yeah.
Fucking god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is
It has-
9/11, guys.
Tomorrow.
It ejaculates jet fuel.
What-
Oh yeah, I
what's
forgot.
Hey, what's everyone doing for 9/11?
I'm saving
a
my
party?
big celebration for the 20th anniversary. So not.
That'll be a big one next year. I'm just
we're
doing
gonna
my
we're gonna
standard.
do a
I'm just
we're
doing
gonna
my
private
standard
show
playing.
tomorrow.
I'm already really canceled, so I'm going to I'm gonna keep quiet this 9/11. I'm gonna see what I can do. Save
you're
up for
just
next
gonna
year.
do your standard playing 2 games of Jenga at the same time.
I mean, honestly though, doesn't I mean the body count from COVID is way bigger than 9/11. It's almost
way
like
bigger, way bigger.
yeah.
It's such
So
a
I-
fucking
And
Squad
what's
W
interesting is that
hypocrisy
both are
moment.
fake.
It's
I mean, like the thing with 9/11 is, wow, those words. Look, but
Well, it is interesting the amount of money that transferred into other people's hands during 9/11 and COVID.
I'm not
if
going.
you,
I'm
if
not
you
going.
follow
I'm
the
not going-
money, follow the money. Oh,
wait,
what?
where does it?
what's-
Wait, does it
what's-
end up in Israel or in the White House? We're
I'm just saying a lot
it's
of
everywhere.
people were
Bezos.
able to go home the morning of 9/11 and the morning of COVID, and it's the same
The
people.
morning-
Everybody got to stay home for COVID, though. We're all privileged.
Dude, don't show up to school tomorrow. I'm gonna do a COVID.
I'm gonna
Yeah, that's one cool thing about COVID. I haven't heard about a school shooting in a long time.
Yeah, because you don't need to. They're dying anyway. Dude, you don't fucking have to.
Ultimate school shooter.
Yeah, why risk a shootout with cops when you can achieve the same effect by licking a doorknob and a week later going on a coughing spree during the in-between period? You get exactly the same outcome, and it's not a felony.
Oh no.
Wait, somebody in chat just said no one is in school though. You aren't American, right? You can't be American.
Yeah, there are plenty of people in school right now.
Here in the Northwest, they're not putting kids into school, but I know in the South they are.
Just to cover my own ass before somebody clips it horribly out of context, I was just saying it's amazing how, as small as it could have been, that 9/11 touched so many people's lives. That's all I was gonna say. So nobody can cancel me for that.
9/11 was great. Jeff Holiday, clip it, print it.
I'm just glad 9/11 helped us appreciate what it means to be an American.
Oh my God, dude! 9/11 destroyed this country.
Oh,
Totally
this country is fucked.
9/11 made me love country music.
Fuck 9/11. I can't believe Republicans for 20 fucking years have held that shit over our heads. 9/11, 3000, whatever. By the way, under Republican presidency, and now we get COVID again under Republican presidency. 1/5 of a million people dead, possibly millions with lifelong debilitating heart and brain conditions, and and all I hear from them is, well, if Hillary Clinton was president, it'd be like 2 billion or something. I don't know, dude. If Hillary Clinton was president, this is the only fucking time I'll ever defend her. If Hillary Clinton was president, 15,000 people would have died from COVID-19. The Republicans would have never mentioned another thing again for the rest of our fucking presidency. The RNC would have been banners embossed with the names of every person who died from COVID-19 with Hillary Clinton fucking holographically superimposed over it.
The Republicans are so much better at politics than the Democrats.
They're so much better.
Crazy. It's crazy.
They really are.
How stacked the deck is.
Yeah, it's interesting to get the Canadian perspective since it really is just entertainment for you. It doesn't affect you.
It's theater. And we love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry. I get envious of Canadians with their, healthcare and shit.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Like that was going to happen either way. Biden's on his way in saying, "Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that."
Oh no, yeah. I don't think Biden's going to do it.
Yeah.
No, Biden was like, "We can't do universal health care. Because we have to give more money to the police."
The only reason I'm hoping for Biden to win over Trump is...
If you arrest the virus, you don't need to get them health care.
That's right.
I'm hoping for Biden to win over Trump because, for one thing, I'm tired of hearing Trump talk. I'm just tired of him. I want him to go away.
You didn't listen to those tapes?
And then also Supreme Court stuff. I think Biden will handle that a lot better.
Of course, I think
did you see Trump's list? He has a list of people.
I think Biden's going to actually put a cabinet in that will work for like not corporate interest, which would be not directly. Well,
maybe
it's going to be performative.
I think Biden would have a better cabinet than Trump. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a smarter cabinet working for corporate interest.
Oh, pretty high bar there you got.
Yeah, it's not just going to be some stool pigeon coming in being like, look this way. Distraction. Yes. I don't know. I think that Andrew Yang needs to give us all $1,000, and I think Biden's the best way to make that happen still.
Yeah, listen, Yang can still win, okay? What we're looking for, okay? Listen, Kamala Harris, COVID-19, done. Yang, quick replacement. Biden, obviously going to die during his first term. 100%. Yang gang, 2020, big money, 1K, 2K, 3K bucks, let's do it.
Everybody gets $1 million and a Gundam. That's the Yang.
That was
promise.
Kanye. Kanye said everybody should get $1 million, and they laughed at him.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
If everyone had $1 million, the value of $1 would fall.
Yeah, but you'd have a million of them.
Then we'd have $1 million.
Yeah. Oh, then I have more than I have now.
But what we're laughing at, we laughed at Kanye there, but his response to what he said that for was what we really should have been listening to. He was saying, you know, we got to stop abortions. They're like, why would you make abortion illegal? And he said, oh, I don't want to make abortion illegal. It shouldn't be illegal. We have to give people enough money where they don't have to choose between living and having a life brought into this world. And he said, I'd make everybody a millionaire. He threw a number out there. And that's the real discussion right there.
What
But
if I love getting abortions?
Well, I'm saying we should. That's why they're not illegal.
The abortion addicts.
If you want to become an abortion addict, Kanye's down for that, but he also wants to make you a millionaire. That's one good thing about Kanye.
Wait, is Yeezy a anti-vaxxer or no?
Oh, he seems like he would be.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
I don't know his stance on that, but he was like, he's anti-abortion, but he's not about making abortion illegal. Yeah. He's about making people be able to afford to have fucking kids.
You ever worry?
He's also fully schizophrenic, so let's keep that on the table.
Do you ever worry that this country is irreparably fucked, and at this point, there's literally nothing we can do to even steer it in the right direction, and the best thing we can do is get all the good people to leave this country and let them fight it all out in a Thunderdome while we secretly plot our revenge from outside?
Where do we go?
Are you from inside my head?
Canada has plenty of room. Don't be fucking greedy.
They're not going to take us. They're not
gotta go. Look, we do have a ton. Have you seen how big Canada is? And almost nobody lives there.
It's so much. Yeah, nobody wants to live in Canada. You'll be thanking us.
Pretty far north. You can't live by the border.
Do we have to live in Yellowknife?
You can go to Yellowknife.
Okay.
Did you see Ghislaine Maxwell trying to sell the underwater submarine community just for that idea? That you make an underwater submarine community in international waters full of like the brightest.
Like Ghislaine Maxwell would want to be in international waters.
Wait, is that the plot of BioShock? Wait, you want to get the best and brightest to the ocean floor so you can what?
That's literally what Ghislaine Maxwell was trying to do.
Listen, dude, BioShock was satire in the wrong direction. It was supposed to be a satire of Randian economics, but what it actually is a failed satire of like uber wealthy escapism fantasies. Because we know for a fucking fact that if we built an Atlantis where only the hyper wealthy, socially ostracized could go and live, it would just turn into fucking Epstein's Island again. We know that for a fact. Ew. There's no fucking way.
We've done it. We see what we get.
Yeah, there's no way these people be like, oh, now that I'm away from society, I'm going to build new inventions. No, they're going to be like, fuck yeah, now the cops aren't here. Yeah. There's the little sisters.
Interesting topics we just kind of stumble into here. I love this conversation.
You brought up Ghislaine Maxwell, okay? And Epstein is going to be a vogue topic for the next decade anyway.
Yeah, that's very true. Anybody who's still alive that was in his books are like tertiarily attached to Epstein. That's going to be like a stain that carries them for a long time. And what the fuck? Like, okay, hang on. Can I ask the question? Like, how is it to people who are hardcore MAGA Trump types? How do they reconcile their belief that Trump is fighting the Hollywood pedophile global elite, but he's also sending well wishes to the literal fucking like pimp for Epstein?
That's a tough one. I think he's just so nice. He wishes everyone
they'll rationalize anything.
They could transgressions.
There could literally be like a 4K tape of Trump raping a child, and they would go like, "Huh? Obviously, he was just trying to. He was just trying to
tolerate you, Scott."
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Wow, nice $75 donation. Wow. They would be like, it's all part of the plan. Clearly, he's just trying to lay low, go into deep cover while he's getting in further with the fucking satanic elites that run this country. They don't care. They will never care. They will never care.
But that's the thing that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like they're like, well, he's secret agent Trump, getting in there into the deep state, And like, I bet this motherfucker needs help getting out of a fucking chair. He's an old piece of shit. He's riddled with stroke brain and shit.
What? He's James Bond.
Oh,
you don't get it.
Dude, he's
I like how Trump
fat, old, racist James Bond.
Yeah, have you seen how he's drawn by all the conservative cartoon artists? These people think that when he takes off his massive, like, 52 waist suit, there's a ripped
muscle.
Yeah, like a sprinter's body underneath. So he can, backflip off the catwalk and interrupt like the pedo satanic ritual cabal with dual M9s.
I think this is why he actually flirts with the QAnon people and the conspiracy theory publicly. is because it makes him look that way. It makes him a superhero.
Yeah.
It's an ego thing. He'll praise any group of people that likes him. If a group of literal neo-Nazis,
David Duke.
Yeah. And he couldn't even condemn the fucking Charlottesville people. If a group of people likes him, that's the only thing he needs to know. And if a group of people doesn't like him, they're evil, and he'll never ever say anything.
And that
nice
also
about him.
doesn't mean that he supports their viewpoint. Like, I don't think he supports white supremacists, but if white supremacists like him, that's all that matters to him, and he's in.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know why liberals hate David Duke. He's been wearing masks long before it was fashionable.
True.
I don't think I don't think Trump is a Nazi, because being a Nazi means believing in something higher than yourself. You have to there's a higher order to the race, to the people, to the country, to the Volk, something like that.
Trump doesn't have enough integrity to be
No,
a
he would
Nazi.
never give a fuck about anything other than himself. But if Nazis like him,
Jared Kushner either if he was a Nazi, right?
Yeah,
Kushner or Kirshner?
Kushner, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Well, he would. It's nepotism.
Right.
Wait,
I don't
why? Because he's Jewish?
Yeah, he's Jewish.
The Nazis talk about him a lot.
Good ones.
Yeah.
He's one of the good.
Yeah.
Like Hitler.
No.
famously-
He's the bad. Anytime anything bad happens in the Trump administration, it's because Kushner fucked them over.
They blame Jared. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but Hitler famously had that one Jewish doctor or something like that he protected all throughout the fucking Reich and shit. That's the thing that always drives me crazy. No. I don't remember what his fucking name was, but that's the thing that always drives me crazy is when people get these things like, oh, Asian people or Muslims can't be Nazis, blah blah. Have you ever actually met anybody who is like?
I'm pretty sure the Japanese allied with the Nazis.
Yeah, they literally were fucking. You can go find pictures of Arab and black Nazis from.
Yes.
Yeah, from there. Of course you can, dude.
Of course you can.
People have been doing this shit for fucking ever. Wait, here's the big cognitive dissonance. Okay, right? So, what are one of the biggest cucks to like the far right people online? It's male feminists, right? How can they be a male feminist? You're not even a woman, but you're cucking your gender out for whatever sex cringe points or whatever. So they recognize that you cannot be a part of a group but still support the interests of that group, and then they're like, that guy can't be a Nazi. He's half Latino.
Right.
Male feminism is pretty much just camouflage for predators, though, right?
Absolutely.
I never call myself a feminist because it always feels like it goes down weird. I just say I'm a progressive, and I hope people interpret that correctly.
Yeah. I'm a male feminist.
I'm a female.
Just wait. Just let it hang. He's openly admitting he's a predator. Just
okay.
That was the joke. Yeah. That was the joke. Thank you, boss.
There you go. Just let it hang.
Let it hang.
Thank you.
It has never actually come up in conversation, in casual conversation. If somebody's like, Jeff, are you a feminist? Nobody's ever asked me that.
No, me either. No, not even in college. No,
never.
Usually people infer this. Yeah.
I've literally like sat in and watched people in like a faculty room strumming a guitar, like singing like Marxist poetry and shit. And nobody was like, hey, are you a feminist? Like, nobody fucking cared. Nobody gave a shit.
It happens, though. I picked up this girl at a MAGA rally. Yeah, I picked up this girl at a MAGA rally, and she was like, hit me in the face. Hit me in the fucking face. I was like, I'm not going to hit you in the face. What, are you a fucking feminist? And I was like, no, I don't know you well enough to hit you.
Wow.
Well, the conservatives will ask you if you're a feminist, but otherwise people mostly infer. I think most feminists or progressive people or whatever, I think they kind of secretly like being around people who don't necessarily agree with them, especially when they're in a group setting, because then they get a chance to like expose, like share their values a little bit, like for example, if I met a new group of people, I met like a dozen new people, and I'm like, I'm pretty far left. I'm like, hey, I'll talk about this or that. And I find out all these people are fucking Marxists. I'd be like, okay. Oh, cool. I'll go get a drink, I guess. You get it. You already get the gist of what I'm saying. But if I find out like half of them are like kind of lib and like one guy's even kind of like a MAGA hat or whatever, I have a lot more fun talking about that stuff. I feel like a lot of progressives IRL just aren't that uptight. But obviously on Twitter and Tumblr, there's like a pretty bad,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a gross dysfunction between like how you talk to a person in real life and how you talk to a person online. Mm-hmm. Like it's so grotesquely fucking different,
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You don't have to face them.
And it's a lot. Well, yeah. I mean, sure. But then like you get into this kind of like weird trope of like, a lot of people tend to not speak in real life how they speak online. I don't. I do. I speak exactly the same way online as I do in real life. But I would agree that I think most progressive and lefty people do like the challenge. They do like the ability to try and sway somebody, at least to like some degree. It's a challenge. It's something interesting. It's different, you know.
People on the right do the same thing, by the way, dude. Yeah. If you're in like a group of conservative people and you admit you're a Democrat or something like that, their eyes light up. Yeah. They don't like start screaming at you or anything. They're like, oh, you know, because they like the challenge. I think fundamentally, people get really excited when they have an opportunity in their mind to help people understand why they think the way they do. Because everyone is really privately frustrated that the world is going to shit, and it's because nobody understands the world the way they do. So getting the opportunity to reach out like that, it's a very human moment, you know? And I think that the motive, even if the underlying beliefs aren't the same, is the same for conservatives and progressives, that we both have an earnest and sincere desire to reach out. And I think that's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've made this argument for a very long time. I think that progressivism, as a very basic philosophical concept, is I don't want to say completely universally ascribed to, but it is the majority of the population, especially in the Western world. Most people are in some ways progressively minded. They just have very specifically different ways in which they consider these progressive ideas need to be adopted. Especially like conservatism usually tends to be rooted in very traditional ways. They want to be like, well, maybe we don't need to go quite that fast. Maybe we need to like slow it down a little bit. Whereas progressives have no need for pause. They're ready to just go, 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 go.
EAWS?
That's right.
Okay.
But you can convince a hardcore MAGA, hardcore conservative, even a hardcore like dyed in the wool evangelical. You can convince them into being okay with gay marriage if you take enough time and you're very patient and you just try and talk with them in a language that they understand. You can convince them, almost anybody, into thinking that that's okay.
Well, for a lot of them, it takes personal experience, like Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is conservative as he is because he has a gay daughter, supports, same-sex marriage and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is possible. It's possible because these ideals supersede like the very basic tenets of how we're supposed to be aligning ourselves politically. They come along the lines of like just simply improving the universal benefit or the goodness of our species. But you know that's like the problem that we have with this is, one, politics is in the way, of course, and two, everybody's measuring their willingness to embrace it on levels of fear, and that's what I've always considered it.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think that one of the most important things that we have to preserve is just a faith in the fundamental ability for people to communicate and to change our minds on issues when we communicate, and that the more that is attacked and the more that is undermined, both our perception of it and our actual ability to engage in it, the worse this planet's going to get, just irreparably. Right now, we're in a really bad state. Most people aren't really open to having their minds changed on stuff. Do you mind if I really... This is such an strangely sincere moment for this podcast. Do you mind if I really briefly jump to something else that frustrates me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Completely. I'm just seeing this on my Twitter feed right now because somebody linked it. Virgil Texas and Brianna Joy Gray have both started a new podcast, a news show, a panel show called Bad Faith Pod. And Virgil Texas has always been my favorite Chapo boy, but I am so worried, especially since one of the first guests they're having on is Greenwald, that this is just going to be another burn or bust diarrhea projectile vessel, and I'm not happy. I'm concerned.
Well, like, is your main concern ultimately the infighting between, well, the perceived concept of what the left is supposed to be, which includes leftists and progressives and liberals, that there's this infighting is going to tear it apart and fuck up the ability to defeat Trump?
I'm sure it's going to be a lovely podcast, and I think Virgil Texas is very smart. I think the same thing of Brianna. Sometimes there's a tendency of online leftists, I think, to be more interested in smugly commenting on the downfall of the world than they are in earnestly trying to fix it. It's something I've noticed the
That's
Chapo boys have been
definitely
doing.
an issue.
Yeah.
I've noticed the Chapo boys have been doing it more lately. I notice a lot of online outlets have started doing it much worse since Bernie. Guys, quit talking about the cum pledge. This isn't me fucking arguing with other leftists. Holy shit. This is not me breaking the cum pledge. Holy fuck. This is such a mild... Yeah. Anyway, it just concerns me. Little.
Follow-up question. Cum pledge?
Yeah, simple. It's a pledge I took. It's made my life better. C. Cum, C-U-M. C is don't argue with leftists online. U, get more sleep. M, don't get mad online. C-U-M, the cum pledge. I adhere to it every day. We talk about it on stream.
C, cum more. U, did I say cum more? M, more cum.
It's actually cum with 2 M's. We don't talk about this often. And the final M is
secret double M.
Don't name search. And I don't bring that up because that one's on me. My chatters probably don't have to worry that much about what happens if they name search.
That's the best. That's the best acronym I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. That's amazing. It's good. Damn.
So why did you have to make a pledge to avoid arguing with leftists? Was it just bad experiences?
Dude, I am the most easily by probably by like an exponential degree, the most controversial figure in the online left, and it is for one reason. Because I think that Bernie Sanders winning the presidency is superior to Donald Trump winning the presidency. That is it.
That's controversial?
I have tried to justify my arguments in so many ways. I have... Wait, did I say Bernie? Sorry, Biden. I meant Biden. My apologies.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. There we go. Biden is better than Trump.
That still shouldn't be as controversial for leftists, but okay.
I have taken so many routes for this. I've made arguments based on the potential for radicalization, spreading class consciousness. I've made arguments based on harm reduction. I've made arguments based on theory. I opened up books. And I looked at Lenin, I looked at Mao, I looked at Engels, I looked at Marx, I looked at arguments they made about electoralism in their time. Do they apply today? How applicable are they? What do they have to say about participation in bourgeois electoralism? Dozens and dozens of arguments and videos, and every time, I get nothing. I get nothing but hatred. So honestly, at this point, my new strategy is just don't engage with these motherfuckers, just don't argue with them, just distance.
So as far as they're concerned...
After the presidency, every motherfucker who was still Bernie or bust up to November 3rd is no longer my comrade from now until the end of time. Tired with these people playing dice with the lives of the people in this country.
So as far as they're concerned, what are you supposed to say to not get hate from them? That Trump should win? Or that we have to change the entire system so Bernie can run for president right now?
You have to not care. You have to not care because it makes you cool. Because caring is liberal. Because if you care about Trump winning,
that's not it. That's not it. These guys have convinced themselves. And like, look, I share a very similar outlook as them, but I do still lean over onto your side on this. I do. But to try and explain it at least a little bit fairly, on the hardcore leftist side, it goes a little something like this. Functionally speaking, there is no difference between the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. They're the same neo-corporatist dick suckers. They're the same people spouting the same overt control over our lives. They don't represent the worker. They don't represent the people. They don't represent America in its fundamental aspects. And they're right. They're absolutely right. Democrats don't give a shit about us. Republicans don't give a shit about us. And they're absolutely right. They believe that every election, every presidential election is the moment to make that statement. And that moment to make that statement that this is wrong, we need to make a fundamental change. We do not accept this one or that one. We accept the candidate that actually represents us as people. And that's a fine ideology. That's a fine position to have. But the problem of it is that it is incredibly naive. And if this was like Biden versus Cruz, okay, fine, dude, yeah, I'm with you. All right, fuck it, dude. All right, cool. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm Bernie or bust. Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Biden or Cruz? Who gives a shit? Same neo-corporatist dick sucker. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be all on board. But that's not the world we're in right now. The world we're in right now is we have a candidate that actually does wipe his ass at the Constitution. He does not give a shit about the First Amendment. He doesn't give a shit about the Second Amendment. He's egregiously stalking every single aspect of our government to try and lend him some sort of buffer zone, the safety zone, to act with absolute autonomy and do whatever the fuck he wants. He's putting himself up as a dictator or a fucking god king. And I'm not blowing this out of proportion. And that's one of the things that these leftist people need to actually listen to is, I get it. I'm with you. Fuck Biden. I fucking hate Biden. But I'm still going to fucking vote for Biden because that's the only choice we have. And I'm sorry. But
yeah,
that's
no,
it.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
like, Biden sucks, but he's better than Trump, so you should go vote for Biden.
Biden is better than Trump easily.
Yeah, dude. And I hate that
at the
that's
end of the day, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I
I'd
hate
like,
you
I'd,
have to
I'd,
look at-
I'd like to addendum that very briefly, if I may. And I completely agree with your characterization, by the way, Jeff. I think the three fundamental problems with the Bernier bust line online are these. The first one is that there are substantive differences between the Biden and Trump administrations that a lot of people I guess, are emotionally invested in downplaying. Whether we're talking about climate change, prison reform, LGBTQ rights, or just fundamentally like repairing the systems of democracy that we live in, there is a meaningful difference between these two. Democrat Party is and always will be a corporate party. They will never represent the poor. They will never help the poor. They aren't for that. But in some narrow, marginal issues, there is undeniably a benefit, the largest of which is the preservation of bourgeois democracy, because Trump is threatening that. There is a difference between liberalism and democracy. A lot of lefties forget that. The last group of lefties to prominently forget that were the KDP, the communist groups, within the Weimar Republic, and because of their inability to differentiate between fascists and liberals, who they called social fascists, they sometimes worked with the Nazi Party before they took power and weren't willing to form coalitions to fight against them. Then they all died. A lot of them were also killed afterwards by Stalin after they fled to the Soviet Union, funnily enough. Other theorists, Lenin, Mao, they write on this. You need to preserve bourgeois democracy. That is where socialists are doing their best. Socialists will never win under a fascist government. They'll just fucking kill us. This has happened dozens of times across the world. We don't win that fight. You can't do fucking general strikes against fascists. They just shoot you. It doesn't work. You have to...
Have you encountered the Bernier busters that go all the opposite way and vote for Trump because they're mad that Bernie didn't get in? Have you ever encountered those kind of people?
I know someone who is that.
I never actually
100%.
have. Also, there's one person in my chat, Moz. Lenin literally attacks soaked-in parties like the Democrats, and what has to be done? Yeah, and he also advocates for supporting them against the fucking farther right parties, and he actively advocates for supporting the fucking soaked-in parties, ye back in the old Labor Party, if the alternative was the fucking monarchists or the conservatives. Shut the fuck up. Read theory. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. I apologize.
No problem. Yeah, there's even a few people in our fan base that I know in our Discord that are voting. They wanted Bernie so bad, and they think the Democrats fucked him so bad that they're going to vote for Trump, basically as a fuck you to the party itself.
Yeah, no, I personally know a guy who was 2016 Bernie or bust. Bernie lost the nomination, went all in on Trump, but then has continued to be all in on Trump and appears to hate women and is racist. So maybe he just didn't get what Bernie was about in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the woman hater candidate? Find me. I was all on board with Trump, but then he pardoned Susan B. Anthony, and now I'm up the fucking creek. Where's the woman hater candidate?
What a fucking cuck, dude.
Where's the Bin Laden for me?
Right, man. Somebody's got to make a fucking quiz for that. That'd be great. Yeah, no, I think that's really the basic fundamental of this too. Is like, we do not have the luxury, and I hate to say this, I sound like such a fucking sellout. Years ago.
Yeah,
I do. And I accept that. I have to look at myself in the mirror and understand that I'm saying this, but but it's real. Is we have to make a decision in November versus what I really do believe is a legitimate and existential threat to what our democracy stands for versus the status quo for 4 more years. And it's disgusting that that's the choice that we have. but that's the choice that we fucking have. And if you don't like that and you're like, well, that shouldn't be the way things are. Well, I really hate to say this, and I love you. Anybody that this message is for and this applies to, I love you, but grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. Grow the fuck up.
Can I, because I feel like we've can I end this really quickly with like a 30-second spiel?
Please, yes,
Sure.
please. And I don't want to be big anymore, Ben. Fix this.
Okay.
I'm too big.
Assuming you're left-leaning, here is how you make more people left-leaning, which is how you fix the problems in this country, of course, by getting more people who agree with you. Step 1. Recognize Bernie Sanders rose to prominence after the Obama presidency because people were disappointed with his term, and that led to them being willing to try something more left-leaning. Step
Correct.
2, recognize that Bernie did worse in the 2020 primaries than he did in the 2016 primaries, even after 4 more years of press coverage and time to develop his brand. And the reason for that is because people wanted to vote for Biden based on electability. People are scared of Trump. So from these two points of data, we can infer that Democrats generally aren't willing to move farther left if they're terrified by the far right. I.e., the best way for us to move them further to the left is to have Biden win and then spend 4 years ruthlessly tearing into the Democrats to get more Democrats disillusioned. So in 2024, they're thinking, okay, wow, Democrats can't fix this fucking country either. It wasn't just Trump that was the problem. It really is all of them, isn't it? And then we have a prominent, charismatic, socialist-leaning character, hopefully, to take the stage there. And this system seems to work. Disillusionment with the neoliberals breeds leftists, whereas fear of the fascists breeds more Democrat voters.
Yeah, that actually pushes more to the. Yeah, that's interesting. That's true.
I believe that.
That's my theory. That's my thinking, at least. But yeah.
It's so weird what happens to our chat when Vosh is on our show because we don't normally get a bunch of right-wing people that hate Vosh.
So
in our chat.
Somebody said that people like Vaush and Jeff just create more Trump supporters. Then the people who become Trump supporters because of the words that come out of me or Vaush's mouths, they're fucking weak. Okay?
Well, and they must have been pretty close to being Trump supporters already.
Even if they fucking are, even if they aren't. Like you go through your fucking day to day and you're like, I'm just trying to make
one will win. If Trump keeps trying to rig the election, Pelosi will win.
Oh Christ, I don't want to think about that.
Wait, the person who said that's name is Pepe Black, and their profile picture is Pepe, except it's black with like big red lips. I don't know if this guy's representative of the typical conservative voice.
I'm just saying. I know. Fuck
No.
I
agree.
I know. I helped create Kekistan. I know these people. Okay, it's fine. Look, what I'm trying to say is that like if you are a normal person going about through your day-to-day life and everything, and then you hear some words of some random people on the internet and they say things that are just so spooky and crazy for you that suddenly you do a 180 and flip on every fucking value you had. You didn't hold those values to begin with, and you're a weak fucking person. So fix your fucking life.
Imagine bragging that you were moved to the right because you saw someone on YouTube who said that trans women are women. You're like, this has gone too far.
What kind of badge of honor is it that that's what did it to you?
Yeah, like now I will vote for Trump. I was on the fence before. Like, okay, dude, you're a good political agent right there. You're repping your cause.
Why would you give us this power over you? That with my simple words, I can change intrinsic characteristics about your personality. By just being me, I can mold and shape and change
and
you.
steer them off of something they were supposedly on the side of to go to the other side.
But that's not them giving you that power, Jeff. That's them taking away your power by saying your talking points turn them towards Trump. They're trying to tell the world that your talking points are so toxic that they run them away from the point you're trying to make. They're living rent free in your head now, Jeff.
I'm very convinced by this.
It's literally like I saw somebody get 2 PCs, so I changed my opinions on healthcare, the economy, like LGBTQ issues, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's like, all right, dude. Like,
I changed every value I have.
You were very left-leaning until you saw a grainy 2015 video of a fat feminist like screaming at a protest, and then shuffled over to being far right.
That was Bill?
I'm trying to read, fuckface. I love that video.
I do too. I super do too. Like I go through a lot of deep existential fucking self-criticism when I go back and I see the old Big Red videos. I really do. I think about that time a lot. Like if I go back and I watch the old Big Red videos where she's like talking to that MRA dude and I'm reading fuckface anyway. Like I go back and I like watch those videos. I really do try and put myself back into the same frame of mind that I was back then. Like, would I make a video on this now? Like with everything else that's going on in the world, would I make a video on this now? I don't think I would.
It seems a little inconsequential in comparison. The funny thing is, if you go back and watch those Big Red videos, nothing she says is even remotely controversial, and a lot of it is actually like you don't even have to be a feminist to agree with it or anything like that. She's just such a condescending asshole that
right.
Yeah, right. Of course,
that might be why it is. Yeah.
The actual stuff she
attitude.
was saying.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I'll say it. I think the white pantsuit looked pretty good. I do. I think wearing a white suit.
You can rarely go wrong with a white pantsuit.
Yeah, I think that's a bold move, especially going to a fucking like a con, like an event in a white suit. Holy shit. To argue with people? Fuck me, dude. I don't know if I'm brave enough for that. I don't know if I want to rack up those dry cleaning bills.
Somebody's kind of curious if I'm walking back on my stances from back then. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It depends on the circumstances. Things like the Big Red video, for instance. I'm still pretty comfortable with saying, nah, I think she came off as kind of a Titanic fucking bitch. Yeah, kind of callous, pretty nasty. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I think it's kind of cruel. But again, like the big thing comes down to is like, would I make a video on it now? No. That's the way I change. Is like I just
entitled.
I just don't see that shit as like as important now as I did then. Like it just doesn't mean anything to me anymore. You know?
Give me a reason to call any woman a bitch, and I'm there. I don't care if it's 2020.
True.
Just give me a reason.
Give me something.
Look at me sideways. All right. Look at me sideways.
Just
I'm making
be a woman.
About you being a
just
bad.
Be a woman.
Yeah, just grow up a woman, or choose to be one later on in life, and you're fucking
at any point. If you were at any point a woman.
Yeah, because I'm a feminist.
A male feminist, aka a predator.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. A male feminist.
Which wave though? You got to pick a wave.
Wave
feminist.
goodbye. I'm a wave goodbye feminist.
Oh, okay.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
I'm so fat. All my body parts are starting to implode on themselves. Anyways, I'm pretty much
surfs up feminist.
I'm the fucking Mickey Avalon of feminisms.
Good reference. I love Mickey Avalon.
Feminisms.
I love Mickey Avalon. Holy shit.
Glorious.
I meant to say Frankie
Is this the
Avalon.
point where I ruin everything by saying he meant Frankie Avalon and not
Thank
Mickey
you, Scott. Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking
Did you
I totally meant Frankie Avalon. Yeah.
Ah.
This is my life.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't use words, dude. I got hit in the head too many times. I'm like the angry grandpa of morbidly obese, baby-faced man children.
You're like the dirty grandpa. You're like the Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Not the bad grandpa, the Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Wait, you're an anti-vaxxer now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
We've already
Might as
established
well be. Are you guys gonna take this COVID fucking vaccination week 1?
I saw. I think
don't
it was.
know.
Fuck yeah, I am. Absolutely, I am.
I'm not touching that shit. Also, I don't want more autism.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting at
Wait,
least 2
I'm already autistic. I'm safe.
You'll
Exactly.
get autism from this vaccine.
But you got to be careful. I've heard whispers of double autism. So tread lightly.
I'm going all the way down the grand line. I've taken one. I'll take on 2. I'll take triple autism.
I'm going far into the spectrum, baby.
I don't want to take the.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
Oh,
Pardon me.
It's JF. Oh,
But excusez-moi, but I have heard that there is a possibility to make some people autistic.
is it? Did you study this when you were getting your PhD?
Oui. You see, when I was studying the monkey, I heard that maybe if you give them many vaccine, they get the autism. If you could tell me this is happening with the humans, I'm very excited.
I have
Boss,
heard it is happening with humans. Yes.
I want to say that maybe we could perhaps convert some of the attractive white females with the vaccines into autistic potato.
What do you think about? Should we give Natalie Portman the vaccine?
Oh,
Jay?
we. Oh, Natalie Portman, that is a fine example of the white genes. We need to give her all of the vaccines. She needs all of the autism.
Vax my bitch up.
She's a highly intelligent Jewish woman. I don't think.
Sounds like an oxymoron. but go on.
No. Excusez-moi, Monsieur
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah.
Did you say that Natalie Portman is a you?
She's a highly
think that's
intelligent Jewish woman.
Excuse me. No. She is not getting she does not
She's
get
not
the
working for
vaccine.
the vaccine.
No,
Jay.
Did you have plans to take her to the Garbage Island ethno state?
Listen, look, we have to have standards when we are going to be admitting people to our garbage island. There will be no ooze. There will be no ooze on the island.
Oh.
Listen, you've upset me. I must leave now. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yes, the ooish question.
One of the last times we had JF
Hey, Jeff.
on our stream.
Jeff, you just missed him. He was just here.
Who?
JF.
JF Garapi.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do I keep missing that motherfucker every time he pops on?
Did you pass in the hall at all, or did you not even see him?
I didn't even see him. Like it's
Oh my God.
because of COVID, you can only come one way
COVID.
bathroom that way, and then you come around back this way. Like
Yeah.
that's
Just to explain the Garbage Island reference, one of the last times we had JF on our stream, JF was talking about how awesome his ethno state would be, and but he didn't know exactly where he wanted to put it, and Billy was like, how about that garbage island that's floating in the Pacific Ocean? Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
We can hear you, Vosh.
love
Yeah.
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alexis, Tums.
Dude, I got heartburn.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I get acid reflux.
We got Chinese food
Right.
a little earlier today, and it was really not good, like at all.
Was it spicy?
So
Here's
no,
your
it, no,
problem.
no, it wasn't. That was
This is a
spicy,
common
dude.
mistake. The problem
Yeah.
is you got Chinese food.
When it's wait, well, only my stream can see because I'm not on their thing. Wait, hold on. Yeah, give me the dried chicken.
Dry chicken and some Tums.
I don't know. It's just look. I don't know. It's not. It's like little dog treats, dried. I don't know. It's not good. Yeah.
I love the idea that I did like the most offensive JF impersonation I've ever done to like not just this show but like to your over 4,000 people watching. That really
No, that was good. I didn't say I was dying the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's a good Chinese restaurant when you order the orange chicken and it comes pink, covered in Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut out the middleman.
Yeah, they're like, we know what you
Like
want.
you're asking for the dry chicken. Like
I'll take the dried chicken and some fucking Altoids. Or no,
Look,
no,
dude,
Altoids aren't-
no. Yeah, this is victim blaming. Okay, fuck this. No, I'm defending myself. So the picture in the menu, okay, looked delicious. Okay, the chicken were all like nicely like rounded, nice little similar shapes, and the gooey orange sauce dripping all over it. What I fucking got were like a crunchy, dry, fried little balls of string chicken with orange flavored water dripped all over it. And I ate every fucking bite. Every goddamn bite because I was
and now you
raised
need Tums.
I was raised to finish my plate.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep doing that even if I have the money to order something else.
Yeah. I feel that. I was raised to finish my plate too, and I became 600 fucking pounds. It's abuse, Bo.
It's actually a really
Bosh.
bad thing to teach your kids.
I know. I was abused as a child.
You were somehow I. No.
But it is what it is. Sometimes you eat the orange chicken, and sometimes the orange chicken eats you.
Yeah, growing up, Billy always thought he was allergic to crack.
Yeah. So I thought my eyes would always water whenever they cooked crack in our house. Turns out it was just a bad chef.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I was like, I must be allergic to crack. No, he's burning
which is
the
too
fucking...
bad because of that, you didn't get into crack until much later in life.
Oh, dude,
Right.
my dad offered me crack when I was
That's
like
sad.
14, 15 to try and get me to lose weight.
It was the crack weight loss plan.
Yeah,
Sorry,
my dad offered
You know
me
what?
crack.
It's not a bad plan.
I
Someone else
saw
in my family offered
Does
me
work.
meth.
I saw
The
somebody
only
in your
fat
chat.
person who does crack I've ever seen is Artie Lang.
I saw somebody in your chat saying that everybody in my chat is screeching about you not being vegan, and I haven't seen a single person even type the word vegan. So I want to give a special shout out to that one specific person, Huffy Puff. You're every bit as stupid as the type of people who would name themselves off of fucking Harry Potter house names.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know you're keeping true to form.
Damn.
Yeah. Also,
Wait,
that's more of a Ravenclaw move.
Classic Ravenclaw.
I'm kind of down. Like I'm kind of down with veganism, like as a concept. I'm all right with that.
I'm interested in the day when you're going to be able to like 3D print your own steak.
Yeah. Like I think
cool.
I think that's cool. I like the idea of like if I raise my own chickens, then I get to eat eggs. If I want to eat meat, I gotta like apply for a tag and like ethically go out and fucking hunt my own meat and shit like that. But otherwise, like just eat vegan. Like I like that. I think that's kind of a cool fucking idea.
It's terribly un-American not to eat meat.
Yeah, I think you might
It's
get communist.
we should all be vegan. A lot of it's also a climate change thing. The amount of space and greenhouse gases it takes to feed the animals that we dice up into our meat, it's probably not that good. What I'd like to see, is like harsher legislation on the meat industry where we kind of scrunch them in from both sides. Because, like, frankly, like this to me, it's like this is the alienation of commodification. Like, should we all be vegan? Probably, yeah. I do think that animals are deserving of moral consideration. Absolutely. Are you the same as a murderer if you buy chicken from a supermarket and cook it? I don't think so. I think that veganism is good. Vegans sometimes are fucking obnoxious.
Right. No, never. I've never seen an annoying.
Strangely enough, I've met more vegans personally that are more okay with hunting than buying meat at a store.
Makes sense. Yeah, way better.
Yeah.
Way better for everyone involved.
It's a huge thing, especially like, well, it's kind of like the whole misconception with like leftists, especially here in Oregon. People think like leftists don't like guns. We love guns. People think that vegans don't like hunting. Vegans love hunting. A lot of them, especially here, love the idea of hunting or animal rearing. They don't like factory farming. They don't like emissions. They don't like all of the things that effectively are basically make people like. And look, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm putting you guys on blast, carnivores. I'm putting myself on blast too because I still eat it too.
Me too.
You're kind of a weak person that if you aren't getting your own meat with your own fucking hands. Okay, I'm just putting it out there.
Isn't animal flatulence like a form of pollution? That's hurting?
Oh, it's a big greenhouse gas thing. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, okay.
I just farted.
Oh, well, thanks. So glad to be in this small room with you.
Yeah, the farts from cows are actually very chemically different than the farts from humans because they're stomach shit. But it's probably good. Hunting is sometimes ecologically necessary. You could have a perfectly ethical society where there's no factory farming, no meat industry, but sometimes you would still need to hunt. And if you've hunted, like fuck it, why not? Why not eat? Or maybe in the future we'll treat that kind of the way we treat cannibalism, where it's like abhorrent to eat a sentient or like a living thing. I don't know, but for now,
in a couple hundred years, it might be like the idea of even eating meat might sound crazy then. But
maybe like putting it into a position of like a cultural thing. Like there's a cultural enrichment of being able to go through the act of hunting, of ethically taking an animal, consuming its flesh. Like that's fine.
Why is it ethical? Why is it ethical? That animal never gave consent for you to take its flesh.
What if it did?
Yeah, but look, Harry, hey, Listen,
At least in a slaughterhouse, these animals never had the option to consent.
life
They were
doesn't.
just birthed
Life doesn't.
to
give a
Wait,
shit.
wait, what is
Like,
that?
no, no,
Wait,
no,
so
like,
it's
no,
better to
no,
Yeah, that
enslave
argument
them?
is crazy.
Yeah.
So are you saying if we had a
Slaughterhouse,
rape
whorehouse,
factory,
you
that
know
would be
why they're
okay?
there. What was that?
Are you saying if we had a rape factory, that would be okay? Where there's
Have you
never
ever-
a
have you
chance
ever
of
been to-
consent?
No.
You ever
You
been
see,
to the Spaghetti Factory.
it is rape, but it's okay. We're at the rape factory. This isn't like on the sidewalk or something.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
this is very
Thank you.
official.
Thank you.
God damn it!
Stop
I had a
it.
fucking point. I
Have
can't
you been to
remember.
the Spaghetti
I'm sorry I
Factory?
derailed you with rape
Scott
factory.
Henson, have you been to the Spaghetti Factory?
I have been to. I haven't been to the new one. I have been to the old spaghetti factory.
Yeah, Spaghetti Factory spaghetti's not as good as mom and pop, so we don't need to start making factories for everything.
All I'm saying is like the future ultimately is going to be genetically modified plants, things that are like modified to enrich in proteins and the basic essential amino acids that we need for all the building blocks of our life. And that's just what it is. Like we have to get accustomed to this idea because this is the future and it is going to happen. Because as it stands right now, the idea of us subsisting off of animal flesh like we have with the population increase that we're doing now is inconsistent. It won't work. It won't work. And our society will have to adapt. We
What
will.
if we drastically cut down the population?
But why?
Yeah.
No, but why do that? Why do that? Why bother?
Vegan food's
If
getting
I can
better.
Thanos snap you motherfuckers to continue eating cheeseburgers?
Yeah. What if?
Wait,
if
wait,
I
wait.
love-
What if we
I love
Thanos
steak
snap
and
the-
hate people?
What if we Thanos snap the animals so there's more room for humans to expand?
Hey, there we go.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Why couldn't Thanos just like Thanos snap all the resources out of nowhere? He could just make the people
Don't
disappear.
think
Yeah,
about it
wait,
too
what the
much.
fuck?
It
Wait,
doesn't
why couldn't
work.
Thanos just double the size of the universe? Wait, what
He
the
could
fuck?
have done a lot of things that were less mean. Don't think about it too much.
Wait. He could have. Okay.
He had a lot of options. He chose
look-
not a great one.
There's always going to be people who are going to be tossing out that thing of like, well, maybe we need less people out there. Maybe the best course for the planet is going to be population control. I absolutely 100% disagree. It's a stupid, short-sighted way to look at the fucking problem. I think we need more people. More people we have, the more problems we have. But the thing is that humanity always excels when there's a problem. We do. The bigger the problem, the more severe the problem, the more we start putting aside all of our differences, the more we actually start innovating, the more we put our energy, our resources, our time, everything into.
I don't see that
Right.
happening with COVID, though. It seems like it's more divisive right
We-
now.
Like I don't know if the I don't know if
we don't work that fast. We don't work that
The-
fucking fast either.
The amount of people we have on this earth isn't really important. It's the amount of people that get educated in a different way than the fucking paint by numbers system they're given now. Like you have this cradle to grave lifestyle that effectively makes you one of the fucking cows we're over here crying about saving.
Right.
So
Yes.
we need a better system,
Right.
and then
But I
we'll
don't
all be
know-
able to exist a little better.
I don't know if a great argument for increasing the population is to force people to solve the problems that the increased population creates.
Yes, of course.
God,
No,
Whoa,
no,
wait,
no, no,
wait,
it
wait,
is-
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
it
hold
is-
on, hold
it
on,
is-
hold on, hold on. I just want to say, just so we all know, overpopulation is mostly a myth. Wait, the
Yeah,
carrying
it is.
capacity of this planet is greater than what the projected estimates we have for the population of all the countries on Earth combined will be after we all reach relative levels of industrialization. The reasons why
100%.
those other countries are exploding right now is because they're industrializing. But once a country's industrialized, people are fucking busy. We get 2.1 kids on average, sometimes even less.
It
Yeah,
mostly
it's
levels off.
It
right?
is.
Yeah.
It is a witness phenomenon that as the standards of living and as much as a third world to second world to first world nation progresses, the birth rate immediately starts to go down because they don't need to try and breed as much to perpetuate their own genetic code.
Until you eventually reach Japan, where everyone has stopped fucking.
Well, they do fuck their
other
moms.
things. Yeah,
They fuck. They just do like
they
really
fucking
weird-
family. They put leeches up their puss.
Oh,
they
sure,
love
sure. I misspoke. Fucking for procreation. They do everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's old busted.
Yeah, I agree.
But
No, Japan
it-
rocks.
But also like when it comes to just like the essential understanding of how our resources work, this planet has way more resources than the population we have right now. We don't use them right. We don't use them right. We don't
enough
utilize them.
resources to proliferate fucking cows the way we do. It's just mismanagement, is all.
Well, the only things
no, I'm not talking about cows. I
the
was
only
talking
things we really there are only 3 things we really need, like fundamentally. It's food, building materials, and energy. Those are the only that's fun. Those are the
And
only things we that we absolutely need. Period. No
And
matter
iPhones.
what. Oh yeah, and water. Sorry, water. Yeah, of course.
Right,
Yes,
iPhones.
water. Fuck, guys, chat. So those 4 things, and all of those things we have in abundance if it's managed properly. It's mostly just a matter of bureaucracy and transportation. And I think we can do it. I believe in us, you know? I want to live in a world. I want to live in a world, okay, where there is some Bangladeshi car mechanic who's frustrated that his air drone delivery hasn't arrived on time because some stupid bureaucrat in the European Union misfiled his address, you know? I want people taking fucking vacations to the Sudan, you know, where they have a beautiful
North or south? Be specific.
both. I want a fucking road trip across Sudan so they can take take in the sights. Beautiful time around this time of year. I think the world can be universally good. You know, I think we can do
Sure.
it. I think we're capable of it.
I think we're absolutely capable of it. 100%.
We won't though. We won't though. The idea that it's universally good, it benefits too many people. Why make it universally good when you can just have it good and use the people for whatever the fuck you want to use them for?
What if you can have it your way right away at Burger King now?
Yeah, we're all somebody's fuck sock, is what I'm saying.
Some of us
So
right
fucking
now.
stupid.
Zoom
Yeah.
out.
I would love to live in a utopia.
Oh man,
You can have
Someone-
one right now if you just
I would
focus
love
on
to
your
live in a
life.
zootopia.
somebody said that the problem in the world is the destruction of the nuclear family. Well, I got a terrible
Yeah, that's
terrible I got terrible news for you, kid. Look, overwhelmingly in the United States, our country is vastly religious, and it espouses the notion that a man and a woman are supposed to get married and have children and make these vows and stay together forever, and yet somehow our divorce rate is over 50%.
Yeah.
Figure that
It's not
fucking shit
working
out,
great.
man.
It's because
Maybe,
people aren't
like,
taught how to find love.
maybe you need to start you need to start asking your religious organizations why it is that they can't seem to actually fundamentally teach people how to be good husbands or how to be good wives. Maybe you should figure that fucking shit out for yourselves, dude.
If I had to
Like, what-
guess, it's probably
Maybe
the sex
marriage is just
abuse.
cringe.
And like somebody said, Jeff, you have a nuclear family. Yes, I do. I have a fucking successful ass marriage and a beautiful child, and everything is great, and we're living our lives. And you know how I did it? Maybe without religion. Maybe without these bullshit
all
conservative
those
traditional fucking values out there.
no, Jeff. All
Maybe
of those
because I'm a
fires around you is God's judgment against you.
Oh, I see.
You
It's
could only
finally-
do it because other people around you were religious, and even though you weren't religious, you were
They-
shown the
They
way.
imparted.
Ew. It's like the religiosity, like kind of like
Yeah, they
seeping into my
guide you.
home.
You know, you're
You're riding
following
the
the current.
coattails of great Christians before you, Jeffrey.
Ah, God,
Well,
gross.
there goes
I
the
want to
shirt.
take a shower, man. Nasty. Fuck. Get that shit
Wow,
out
you
of me.
didn't even poop yet.
The cool thing about abuse is we're going to look back at 2020 in 4 years as such a great year. That's the cool thing about abuse.
Yeah.
Sure,
We'll be
sure.
saying, oh, remember when we thought 2020 was the worst? The
Yeah.
same as we're saying about 2016 now.
And we're going to still be making these ideas that we're going to make the world a better place.
Look at the divorce rate in the Middle East. Yeah, look at the fucking domestic abuse in the Middle East too. If your argument that the best way to keep a marriage together is to beat the
be the
shit out of
Middle
your
East.
wife, what the fuck, dude?
Wasn't
What's your
that the
fuck- what
Christian way? Wasn't that the Christian way?
There aren't a lot of Christians in the Middle East, my dude. What the shit?
Yeah, and it's time
That's
to
been
fix
the
that.
way.
Is what I'm
That's been the
saying.
way to keep a
Super
marriage
safe.
effective over forever.
Oh my god.
The dominant force abuses the subservient force.
You know what makes me
Sometimes they
fucking
like it.
laugh, by the way?
Yeah.
You know what actually makes me fucking laugh my all the cum out of my little balls? When I think of the fact that all these fucking LARPing tradcons online would lose their shit if they were suddenly expected to adhere to the standards of masculinity that were imposed in America back in the 1950s. All these dudes who got into the alt-right pipeline bitching about feminism and how men don't have it fair and male disposability and all that shit, and then they're like, oh, sorry, buddy, you're working, you don't get to complain to your boss, you don't get to complain to anyone, you don't get to talk about your feelings, you don't get to have other friends, sorry, motherfucker, you're a robot who works. That's your life. These motherfuckers would be shooting themselves in the fucking jaw 3 weeks into this life. They don't want to go back. They like the idea of the barefoot wife, you know, walking around pregnant, you know, anally gaped and ready at all times. But they do not like, going to war. Yeah, fucking Vietnam. These people couldn't handle the fucking standards men were expected to adhere to back then.
Nah, and if they could, they'd have a woman right now. Ha ha.
They couldn't even climb the rope in gym class. So.
They're beta males.
This is atrocious.
Beta.
Dusty.
You gotta conquer your mother.
Dusty, you are a beautiful, beautiful bird. You're the most beautiful cockatiel in all the land. You're a beautiful bird, Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty, and I appreciate the way that you don't speak to us in abbreviations.
Yeah.
Have you settled on your stance on abbreviations yet? Did we get to the bottom of it? Good, bad, racist?
I take it back.
Okay. Right.
I was just thrown off because I didn't know what AAV meant. I was flustered.
I did not know what that meant.
And actually saying African American vernacular English is a bit of a mouthful, so I understand why you might say AAV instead. I understand that.
Are we having a growth moment?
Vosh and I speak jive. So. You haven't learned yet, even though you're in the hip hop industry. I mean, it seems like something.
I still think Cardi B is a fucking angel. I don't want anybody talking down on her and her wet ass pussy. And if I could sit in a room with Ben Shapiro, I'd show him how to make a pussy wet.
Would you be fucking him?
Son bitch.
I would pay every dollar I own right now just to see that. I absolutely would. I want to.
That's content, but you know Ben Shapiro's not willing to talk to the other side.
You know, Billy asked Jesse Lee Peterson what he could do to be an alpha male. And Jesse Lee Peterson was like, just suffer and die.
Without missing a beat, too.
You know what? Respect.
Dude, I mean, he's not lying to you, right?
Yeah.
That's why I've always said this, too. I honestly, the guys who, like, hardcore fucking jerk themselves off over being a manly man, I think these people are, like, massive pussies, you know? You know who Mike, what's his name? Mike, he's the Dirty Jobs guy.
Pence.
No.
Well, no.
Mike Rowe.
I know who you're talking about.
Mike Rowe.
He's got something called the Sweat Pledge. And it's like his little here's us valuing hard work shit. Guy's a millionaire, of course. He does other people's jobs for one day and then, you know, fucks off back to his film crew. But he writes this thing and it's like I will never complain about any work given to me. I will do every job with all the earnestness in my soul. I am only the product of my decisions. If something bad happens, it's my fault. And it's essentially like the epitome of the self-hate, hyper-individualistic shit. And I'm thinking while I read this, and I read this on stream a year and a half ago, some long time ago, anybody who falls for this shit is like the ultimate fucking cuckboy for
what's so funny and ironic
the establishment.
But in a way, though, wouldn't it be better to take responsibility for your actions and not put them in the hands of other people?
Yeah, individually.
Like, the way he's wording it is pretty fucking like masculine dream porn over here.
Individually, everyone should take responsible for their own actions 100% of the time. And I'd always tell that if I had like a friend, like a close friend who was saying like, yeah, dude, you know, like I just feel like nobody's accepting my resume because I'm black. That may well be true. Like, it may affect the odds of him getting a resume. But at the end of the day, my advice isn't going to be, oh, well, just meditate on the existence of systemic racism. I'm going to say, damn, dude, that fucking sucks, but you need a fucking job. So I'll help you. We'll help you. Let's fucking do it. Let's send out more resumes, you know? And that's good. But on like a broader, like, system level, you know, sort of like a broader, like, how do we address problems in society? When you're saying, well, you just need to act better, you need to take responsibility for your behavior. This is essentially just saying, don't be poor, forehead, you know? You're not actually addressing any issues. No problem systemically was ever solved by telling large groups of people to just shape up and take more responsibility for their own actions. You have to actually address these issues, you know?
Should we get the cash cab guy to beat up Mike Rowe?
Absolutely, yes. In a video
Ooh,
game.
Ben Bailey versus Mike Rowe. I like it.
Ben
Let's
Bailey,
do
that's
it.
his name?
I think
There
so.
was a crazy conspiracy theory that the cash cab driver and the cop that killed George Floyd were secretly the same people,
What?
and people were putting their pictures side by side, and they did kind of look similar in the two pictures.
So you're telling me we got to get Pat Sajak to come out and take both these motherfuckers
He's a
out?
crisis actor?
Wow.
Tell me, Pat Sajak. Tell me, Pat. I think you do go from cash cab to crisis acting, though. That's easily a
Lateral
a
move.
job path. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there's like this really weird disconnect that we have too when it comes to things like manliness, because these ideas are born from traditionalist ideas. You know, they come from like they come from like bygone periods, don't you think? I mean, like we have universally accepted ideas of what's supposed to be like a man and what's supposed to represent manliness and masculinity, going to war, violence,
Tim Allen,
testosterone, right? But at the same time, you know, the more broader concepts of this, like being a provider for the home, or you know, suppressing your feelings. A lot of these things are throwbacks to old tropes that I don't really think necessarily have a whole lot of place anymore. I think that there's enough wiggle room that we can have intelligent and patient conversations about what we think manliness should represent, and we can actually progressively define these things as being more beneficial and less like archaic and stupid, like swallow your emotions until you get drunk one night and just start smacking
And
your fucking
just
wife around.
flip
There's no
the
one-
fuck out.
It's like no
Right,
one
yeah,
no
you
one has
know?
even fucking no one has even read Death of a Salesman. Like all of
Right.
these tropes have been discussed before. They've been discussed
long
for
time.
for decades. The weird thing is, like, when you look in popular media, what does it mean to be a man? You get really like broad idealistic vagaries. Like being a
Yeah.
man means setting out on your own course and deciding what you want to do for your life. But then when you're like, okay, I want to wear knee socks and come into a jar. Yeah. People like, oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
But
No.
being a man,
No.
being a man would mean you wore the fucking knee socks and ignored what the other fucking people said, right? Like it doesn't matter what the fuck they say. You're a man. You stand on your own two
I mean,
feet.
in practice, yes, but doing it in itself is against the man code. So it's this weird.
The man code is bullshit. The bro code is
It-
bullshit.
yeah, it
bro
is bullshit.
four hoes is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Everybody, and the whole secret is everybody's out there to fucking advance. We're all greedy, we're all selfish, and we're fucking stupid too. So we give up our own freedoms and the idea that we're gonna get some dream advancement, and we just fucking throw everything away because we're fucking idiots and we're greedy, and we'll spit in the face of our neighbor to say that my face doesn't have spit on it. We're fucking sick.
I think
But-
femboys are just way better men. That like more
They
man
might be the
men.
strongest men.
Catboy's a way
Wait.
better man than Nick Fuentes.
I heard Ben. I heard Lolly Socks is based at Red Pilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, no, he might
Lolly
play with big black dildos and he might have cat ears, but one thing I'll tell you is he watched the Hitler movie once.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't understand. Okay, he's ironic. It's a post-ironic meditative satire on degeneracy. You have to wait for his next hit piece, a 40-minute film where he gets gangbanged by 5 black guys on top of World War II Nazi emblem memorabilia.
Ironically,
Obviously.
See that? I don't want to see that, but I'd watch it.
Yeah. As long as he has the cat ears on, otherwise I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I find it's a really weird, shitty place that men find themselves into these days, because like on one side you got these archaic ideas of masculinity that people are trying to push. These are toxic, terrible fucking tropes that like lead men to mental illness, thoughts of suicidal ideation. And then on the other side, you have, a lot of socio-political pressures that can also enact a pretty shitty sense of self-worth as well. I think it's really common that dudes end up finding themselves drifting in between extremist ideologies, and I think that's kind of a byproduct of it. I really do.
But luckily
sure that's part of
we're
it, yeah.
men, so we have advantages that we can just Work harder, right? Be better.
Yeah,
That's
just
the cool
work.
thing about being
just,
a man, right?
Just buck up, kiddo, and keep your head high and work hard. And
I got all
Probably
this
pull yourself
privilege,
up
man.
your
I don't plan
bootstraps.
on letting it go
I
to
would
waste.
recommend that.
I'm just saying, man. Like I don't know. The whole thing just seems like such a fucking weird, terrible trap that we find ourselves in. Women
Yeah,
find
I agree.
themselves
We
in
should
shit traps too.
probably abolish
Traps are
gender.
only a problem if you step on them.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I am right there with you, and I get in trouble sometimes by saying this. Absolutely abolish gender. Fuck it, dude. Abolish it. Who gives a shit?
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to use the same
Double
bathroom
down
as
on
ladies.
gender.
That's so bad.
Double down on gender. It's okay to be a fucking manly man and be attracted to manly men if you're a manly man or a woman. Fucking do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't fucking matter. The idea that it matters is part of the problem. People are fussing over who they are and making the rest of the fucking world worry about who they are before they know who they are themselves. That's the real problem. Get to know yourself and live by who you are. Be proud of who you are. Don't let the other fucking anybody else in the world tell you who you are better than you can tell yourself. That's the fucking problem. Stop listening to everybody bark.
You're kind of describing gender abolitionism a little bit.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, man. Yeah.
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 Get rid of it. No, it doesn't fucking matter. It matters to you. If you know who you are, don't let anybody else tell you who the fuck you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it, dude.
Pog.
I watched Vosh's chat and someone said this guy is obviously drunk.
Yeah.
It is the
That's
Drunken
the-
Peasants
It's
podcast.
in the name.
You know what's this is what's so funny. Like every time I come on this fucking show, I'm the only one who drinks. Nobody else fucking drinks.
Yeah, I used to drink all the time,
Yeah.
but I've cut back on drinking a lot.
Ben wants to do another 777 episodes of this podcast, so
Right.
he's got to choose his battles.
Exactly.
Fair.
Those spin till you spew drinking.
By the way, Jeff, this is gin.
Oh,
So
hey,
I'm with you.
Hey, all right, all right.
Cool.
I drink a liter of gin every podcast, and then after every podcast.
Nice.
First time I
Nice.
ever flew, I was so fat that they got me a first class ticket. And with a first class ticket, it's open bar. But I was like, I just turned 21. I didn't know what to order. I just ordered a gin. That's not a good thing to drink on
Great-
a 21-year-old's
great
fresh
first drink.
palate. Yeah,
One-
it was fucking
one-
sucked, dude.
One gin, please.
Yeah, I said,
I will have one of
I'll have
your
a gin.
gins.
One time, when Billy was way bigger than he is now, we took an Amtrak down to Portland, and they have those winding staircases that are small, like they even feel small to me. And you almost got stuck in that one.
Oh, shit,
I
that
could
would have been awesome.
I was walking up behind him, and I was getting worried. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if
Am I
he's gonna
watching a fire hazard about to happen?
right.
Yeah, I was like, Brad, if I fart, I'm going to lose my footing. You're going to have to catch me.
The one thing I had for that Ben Bailey crisis actor thing you had up a second ago, I might have said it before, in which case I apologize, but I love the crisis actor theory.
Yeah,
That-
it's so
The
ridiculous.
theory is, here's the theory. They're reusing crisis actors.
Yeah,
and
I'm
that's
pretty-
how we're catching them.
I'm pretty sure I saw Ahmaud Arbery jogging past one of the news interviews of the Sandy Hook parents.
So the people carrying
years
out
back.
these false flags or whatever are so stupid that they can't get new crisis actors every time. This is
No.
the theory.
You don't get it, Scott. It's not that the people carrying out them are so stupid. It's they know that the rest of the public is so stupid. And only
Ah.
the super intelligent
And then
people that
us
can find them
Clever,
in the
us clever
picture.
boys are the ones.
I see him in
busted.
picture. I smart. They try fool everyone else. Dumb
got-
libs.
See,
All right, I
I
have
like
no
I
further
just I want to applaud the far right conspiracy theorists that came up with this, because it's pretty brave to admit that all white people look the same.
Right?
Why would they hire the host of a television show to be a crisis actor?
See, it's racist to say all white people look the same, but I've watched Jerry Springer.
No, it's
all
okay,
white
I'm
people
white.
fight the same.
They do, dude. Why do all white people fight exactly the same?
Except
They fight
Steven
exactly-
Seagal, but he's kind of half Asian, so he doesn't
It
count.
makes me think all white people fuck the same, but I don't fuck enough white people.
There's your problem.
I just can't. It's so incredibly stupid. It actually really belies. When I see stuff like this, it reminds me that conservatives aren't just being dishonest. They genuinely don't know how socioeconomics works. We live in a country of 1/3 of a billion people, give or take. So why the fuck, if we're talking about hyper elite, super ultra Freemason, demigod, Satan, whatevers, why the fuck would they ever be simultaneously competent enough to steer the world towards whatever satanic awakening they're doing?
And then so stupid.
They would reuse crisis actors. Why would they have to reuse anybody? We have so many people in this country. Why not just what if instead of using crisis actors, what if instead they just use their power over the economy and over general popular culture to disseminate views which lead to a particular state of affairs where people will do these things on their own
What
without
if they just use their magic?
Why don't they use their magic?
Well, look, it's very simple, Vosh. It's very simple. You see, they have all this money, they have all this influence. They're just very, very naive.
No, that's not true at all. The reason they reuse crisis actors, it's a union thing. SAG won't let them
That's right.
bring
They're
scabs in.
just bad at it. They're just bad at conspiracying, right? Like
they're all powerful Illuminati, but they're kind of bad at it.
yeah, they're just really fucking kind of dumb about it. They're just not
No, it's
good.
kind of
We're fighting a
amazing,
cabal
only-
of satanic babies with unbelievable power, but they're very dumb and they're not very good at abstract thinking. So every time they want to do something, it has to be very direct and very literal.
So the
it's kind of
babies have a
amazing,
chance.
though.
And sometimes they put
amazing.
clues on the money and stuff.
They put the clues.
You know what?
Put the clues.
We should get Vosh's input on what we're doing tomorrow. The all-time fat list.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Vosh,
Time.
you have a-
Fats.
you have an opinion on who some of the all-time fats are? AKA people who are famous and terribly fat.
Yes. Not just the very fattest people, but they do have to be very fat.
Yeah, I have
And
I
have
have an easy
contributed to
contender.
society.
Yeah, Lizzo. I'm not generally
Oh,
one for I'm not
Lizzo.
generally one for pop music, but I listened to Lizzo on a road trip and it was actually moving how good the music was. What an incredibly
She's great.
talented woman. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
she's really good. Yeah.
Lizzo is in the conversation. Thank you. I didn't think of that. I was trying to think
We're
of
gonna-
women that were all-time fats.
We're
I
gonna
think
hire-
my favorite moment of 2019 was Lizzo on CBS This Morning in the reinforced chair that looked different than everyone else's chair.
Dude, that's
That
not
rocked.
fair. I've been in so many reinforced chairs, and that's so crucial because I've been in so many other non-reinforced chairs,
Oh, no,
and those motherfuckers break.
I'm not saying it wasn't crucial. I just appreciated it.
I broke a chair in Austin, Texas. I broke a chair in damn near every city.
I've broken a chair in every state capital. Austin,
I have.
Tallahassee.
I went to a wrestling show at an arena with Billy, and they made him sit in the fat corral. That's what
Yeah.
he called it.
They had a fat corral.
Yeah.
Was
They
it a
were-
large bench?
It was kind of, yeah.
I got to sit with him over there.
Yeah, they let
because
Ben come to the feeding trough and sit with me in the fat corral.
It was a
No
nicer
utensils.
view.
Can I be
It was
admitted?
cool, though.
Am I getting there? There was I recently showed some pictures of me when I was younger on stream, when I was like 17, 19 ballpark, as a strapping, handsome young man, quite a bit lighter too. And somebody took them all together and then took a recent pic of me, and they were like, Reddit is more damaging to the human body than heroin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm getting dragged like one, you know?
You might, before your days
Oh.
are done, you might be in the all-time
If you
fat
keep plugging
contention.
away, if you keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing, if you stay, can't stress this enough, stay on Reddit. One day you could be an all-time fat.
You know what? I've gained weight. I've gotten fat, but even before I got as fat as I am now, anytime I gained a pound, I got called fat. So that's just how it is when you're
Unfortunately, I
Well-
actually just bought a bunch of home gym equipment, so we might I might be steering off course for a little while, straying from the nirvana of fatitude.
Hopefully, whenever you just buy gym equipment, it's like Schrodinger's gym equipment. You
It is
can or
both
you
there
cannot
and
use
not
it.
there.
Yeah, yeah. Until you've actually used it, it doesn't really exist. But if
true.
you do decide to go super all-time fat, I suggest continue ordering that piss stain orange chicken and chasing it with Tums. That's
Yeah.
That's one of the great ways to do it. Eat shit that you would never eat and finish your plate, even though it's
Force
disgusting.
Wait, you
Force
we're
yourself
all
to finish.
we're all in the area.
that's a-
Have you guys eaten Fat Shack? Have you gotten any Fat Shack
Oh
ever?
yeah.
You've
Yeah,
never
I
been to Fat
haven't.
Shack?
My
No.
dude, we might have to make a Fat Shack trip sometime soon.
You
Yeah,
might
we're
have to make
gonna-
a Shack trip sometime soon. Yeah, whew, that's a place right there. That's a good place.
Okay, stop. Stop.
What?
Counter serve space featuring mozzarella stick stuffed sandwiches, wings, and deep fried desserts.
Oh my God, my heart
It
is
is
palpitating.
so fucking good. My favorite sandwich there is called like the Jersey something. Okay, it's a sub.
Is it like the
is it-
Jersey grease truck sandwiches?
That's
It's
immediately
no.
what I
It's so
thought
much
of.
better. Look. It's a sandwich, and inside of it is beef cheese, or like the roast beef, basically. Chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, French fries,
Yes,
100%, Scott.
drenched
Yeah,
with
and
honey
Bill
mustard.
knows what I'm talking about.
It
In
is
Jersey,
so good.
in New Jersey near Rutgers, they have these things called the grease trucks.
In New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Was it New Brunswick? Yeah. And they have the grease trucks, and it's basically this style of sandwich. We must have eaten it, 13 years ago, Scott?
Yeah, 13 years
And
ago, I guess.
It took this long to spread its wings to
I
Seattle.
don't know how.
That's
Like, the
impressive.
idea of just a sandwich with too many things on it rules. Like, how has that not swept
Yeah.
the nation?
It's really good.
Dude.
I thought all these flavors would just be like a disgusting hodgepodge.
Yeah, it
I
works.
ordered it. Yeah, I got it just kind of like on a whim. It is actually really good. There are
It's
other
really
variants
good,
too.
yeah.
One of them has like a bunch of mac and cheese in it. I don't like that one as much, but it's still very good.
Cheers.
Yeah,
but
all
it's
their
just, like,
desserts are
various
deep fried.
combinations of like Philly cheesesteak, chicken fingers, onion
Yeah.
rings, French fries,
Yep.
sauces, mac and cheese. Yeah, just throw everything.
I have to do something like a live stream where I just ride my exercise bike for 7 hours so I can earn a cheat day. I can't just go here.
Since he
Well,
came up,
like,
Jeff, since he came up, I want to let you know, Brett Keane has gone like full on racist now.
No.
Yes. Go to his BitChute and look at the titles of some of his recent
Dude.
BitChute videos. He's full on
Wait,
racist.
Racism from a person on BitChute?
Impossible.
You're joking.
Right. Right.
The-
It's a funny story. There's a lot of lore behind this guy named Brett Keane that used to be popular in the old days of YouTube, and he was an atheist, and then he just became a con artist, and he switched to theism, and now he's full blown alt-right, like making racist videos.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Feral Negroes attack whites in malls.
Well,
Never good when you hear.
I wasn't going to
feral
read that one.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna read it.
I mean,
Wait,
fuck
this guy
I
has
didn't
a wait.
title it.
This guy has his own wiki. Like he's not
Yeah.
just
Oh,
on
yeah.
Rational Wiki. He
Oh,
has
yeah.
a BrettKeane.fandom.com. How have I never heard of this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are we
You said mac and cheese. That's one of his things. That's one of the things from his lore. Mac and cheese.
are we Brett pilling Vouch right now? Like,
Yes.
holy shit!
Yes.
Oh my God! Scram.
He'll make a video about this now, just
Scram
because
shit
it's
to
happened.
shit.
Big charm.
he's
Atheist
thing-
liberals
like, me
hating my
and
freedom of speech.
me and Brett got along actually pretty well, but like Brett, I gotta say, like if you're watching this episode, dude, like what's with the fucking racism in your shit, dude? Not cool, bro. Not cool. I
Well, he
can't.
used
I
to at
can't.
least hide the racism. The racism was at least thinly veiled. Now it's just on full display.
That's some bad titles, dude.
You know what? He
That
was
the
talking.
one
He
you
was trying
read.
to.
His sounds tough.
He was trying to make the argument that atheism kills people, and he was using Mao as an example. But he forgot Mao's name. He said Zhao Zedong instead of Mao Zedong.
Yes. Which is French
Zao
for
de Dawn.
Zao the Dawn.
Situation.
Yeah.
Fucking mac and cheese. Darn!
Jordan.
Give me my fucking mac and cheese or I'll fucking pop you in the mouth. Anyway, look, that fucking disgusting ass food, which is so
Yes.
incredibly delicious, reminds me of War Corpse's cooking channel. Have you ever seen that?
Are you asking me? No, I have not.
No, anybody. Like my buddy Chud Logic watches War Corpse. You guys knew War Corpse is, right?
Your buddy?
Yes. War
Chud
Corpse.
Logic?
Yeah,
I don't know anyone.
The War Corpse is a famous guy that had the video like telling a girl that feminism sucks and making her cry. Like that's War Corpse, right?
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Lord of Patriarchy. My bad.
No, that's the same guy.
It's the same. That's the same guy.
That's the same guy. He has a cooking channel, and
Yes, he does.
when Chud Logic is bored, like he'll watch his cooking channel, and his cooking channel is so fucking crazy. It's
Dude,
one of the best things ever.
He's so neckbeardy. He's one of the more neckbeardy people.
Yeah, I totally forgot that War Corpse changed his name to Lord of Patriarchy.
No, I saw
like Dark Side Phil for a second.
Yeah,
there.
I've seen pictures of him in videos. I think he looks like every mean stereotype I could ever make up about like a right winger.
So majestic. Oh my god, he's so beautiful. Holy shit!
I think if I laid him down on his back, gave him a little reach around, sucked his titties, we can get him back on the right side of things.
Hold on. So you're laying him down on his back.
Yeah.
And giving him a reach around. So are you the bed?
I misspoke. I misspoke. Not a reach around. You know, I want to suck his titties and reach down and jerk
Bill,
him off.
are you renting
underneath.
yourself out as a bed?
Yeah.
You need to stop that. I told you to stop that.
I just want to.
You're
I just
better
want to
than
put
that.
this guy back to the side of sanity, and I think
Dude, that
I
is
could,
one of the
fuck some
better
sense into-
services you can get in the red light districts in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just they fold a bunch of Japanese prostitutes over one another, the way you would like lay the strips of dough on top of a pie, and you get to just sleep on top of them.
Oh, a real millefeuille of Japanese prostitutes.
It's the origami umami. That's what they call it.
We're using
why
Japanese
would it be
prostitutes like the coils in a Serta mattress.
It's very expensive. You have to shell out quite a bit. Quite a bit.
But worth it.
What? Wait, have I ever talked about the time I nearly purchased the services of a sex worker in Japan?
No, I
Was
love
that
accidental prostitutes.
Not around us.
No, okay, wait, really quickly. Okay. So I think I've told this story in stream before, but anyway, I went to Japan when I was younger, like 18, 19, with a friend, a little girlfriend, not girlfriend, girl space friend. And we were walking
But she
around.
was little?
She was very small, yes. This is somewhat important to the story.
Okay.
And we were walking around. We were having a great time in the city. Japan, Tokyo, phenomenal place. Beautiful, cheap food, delicious food, unbelievable. Nearly choked to death there. The noodles were harder than I thought. I was choking and I couldn't breathe. And my friend was sitting across the table from me laughing because she thought I was doing a bit. Still mad about that. Anyway, we were walking around one night and we chanced upon a red light district. It was completely accidental, but we went over there. The place is obviously mafia controlled. And I say that sounds like a LARPy thing to say, but it's real. They print warnings for this on tourist pamphlets to Tokyo. There were dudes in suits everywhere. They're in like these low-ride cars with tinted windows that they roll down. They stare at you because we're foreigners. And I was there. My friend was very drunk, and she was like, "Dude, you have to fuck someone. You have to fuck someone," because yeah. So we get shuffled into one of these tiny little, red light district offices. It's like these little rooms, and then they've got like a little booth behind it. You could go further in, I assume, like see girls. And she's like egging me on in front of these two obviously not able to speak English Yakuza guys behind the desk. And she's like, "Dude, you have to fuck. Come on, you don't want to fuck someone." And
what are you, pussy? What are you, gay?
Yeah, exactly. What are you, fucking gay? And I'm like standing, and she's drunk as fuck. I have one arm around her just like as a general protective gesture, because she's a drunk girl. It's midnight, whatever. And these two guys, the guys in suits, are giving me such a fucking look. And I'm like, I don't want to just walk out because they're staring daggers at me. So I asked them for like a menu, because a lot of places like this have a menu where you can like purchase acts or whatever. Like you see what they have on offer. And they didn't understand what I was saying. And I tried to ask them like 4 or 5 times. And then they got mad at me and pointed at a big collage of a bunch of girls' faces that they had like printed on the wall. And I said like, "Thank you," and I left. And she called me a pussy the entire way home.
Yeah, girls are way more capable of toxic masculinity than men
100%.
True.
100%. I was hoping the story ended with those two Yakuza guys turning out the girl you were with, but
No, that's why
Can't
I
win 'em
couldn't.
all.
I might have done it if I was alone, maybe. With her, I can't just fucking leave her in the lobby when she's
Well, yeah,
plastered.
that's
like
a
that.
weird
Make her
situation.
watch. Make her document it. Be like,
I
I'll do
wonder
it,
if I
make her
could have
watch
done that. Like, would she have just watched me plow? Actually, you can't have. It's not legal to fuck prostitutes in Japan. That's illegal. The highest service they tend to do is like oral, and you take a bath with them. That's like the highest tier of the available services.
In the Netherlands, it's full on.
I feel bad. I feel bad for that girl then if she has to suck me and can't fuck me. Poor girl.
Poor girl.
Honestly,
Poor
they're
girl.
the real victims here.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, it's law. You can't fuck. It's like, okay. I really want to fuck her. That's okay though. I guess it's law. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Sorry, that was a complete tangent. My bad.
That was
No,
great.
interesting.
No, that
It
was
was-
that
it was a
was fucking
complete
great,
story.
man.
We appreciate you sharing that little tidbit of travel because I don't get out of the country.
I can't wait to go to Japan again. Now that I've got money, I can explore that place properly. Maybe even rent a
Well,
car.
you're gonna fuck some shit, huh?
It is beautiful over there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. One thing that I always think is really interesting about Japan that most people don't know is like if you're in Tokyo or in like some of the more larger, more advanced like huge cities, it really does seem like kind of almost like a cyberpunk city. But if you go just 10 miles out of that, like the level of like the level of innovation and like how futuristic it is steadily drops, and then it drops, and then it drops, and like
Yeah,
a
it
buddy
gets
of mine-
rural very quickly.
very quickly. There's a buddy of mine who he was staying like 20 miles outside of Tokyo because it was more affordable, and he was like, everything was on like rotary phones, and the electricity barely fucking worked, and I felt like I was living in like the 80s again. It was totally fucking weird.
There's a
and
huge gap.
Huge gap. I find that really fascinating. I'd love to explore that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. But
Speaking
God,
of
dude.
huge gaps and the 80s, most of the girls there don't shave their vaginas.
Well, you never see, so you never know. Maybe the reason why you can't fuck them, the prostitutes, is because they're ashamed of the little black censorship bars over their clitoris.
They do hate that.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know. I
BBC
don't know why they make every woman in Japan have that, but I guess the rules are the rules, and who are we to say? It's a different
The
culture.
BBC in Japan is the black barred censorships.
Yeah,
Dude, wait.
the real BBC.
This is a great argument against Bernier Busters on the viability of electoralism, because it is only through electoralism that we could get Japan to change their dumb fuck laws on censorship so they can go back to producing hentai with uncensored genitalia, so we don't have to wait for artists to decensor them. Holy shit. That is what electoralism can do for the people of this world.
There you go.
Hashtag
Yeah,
free
I'm
to
pretty
play.
sure whichever candidate decides to embrace anime will win decidedly.
for sure. people are not courting the anime vote strong enough.
Can I just want to say, like, if you're gonna make a video called "Feral Negroes Attack Whites
You
in
gotta
Malls,"
stop saying that.
why?
Oh
Why?
my
Why?
God.
No. But like, here's the thing, though. If you're gonna be one of those people who puts a video out and you title your shit that way, at least put some fucking commentary on it. If you're gonna say something that fucking like crazy fucking racist, at least have your own voice in there, being like, look at this feral, like,
Yeah.
just at least put your fucking your voice to it. I don't want to click on it and just be like, oh, this is somebody else's like.
Wait, does he
footage from
really
a
not
phone.
have any commentary? Is it literally
No.
just a shaky 2-minute video of like black people fighting or something?
Yes, that's all it
Yes.
is. That's all it is. And look, and that's the thing.
It's
Like,
probably
look,
so he can deny it later. Is probably what it is.
and that's the thing. Like, I gotta tell you, Brett, and this, I'm like, listen, I'm speaking to Brett Keane directly right now. I'm gonna take this
Oh my
platform
God.
just this moment, just real quick. Brett, look, I don't appreciate you using this shit. I think it's kind of racist. You're better than this, buddy. But if you're gonna be racist like this, at least fucking like give us some commentary on it, okay? Don't be a fucking pussy. If you're gonna
this
be
is the most
racist,
attention Brett's got in a long time. I hope you know.
if you're gonna be racist, don't be a racist pussy.
Yeah,
At least
if
be
you're
a
gonna
bold
racist.
racist.
Be racist.
Because then we can get some content out of it. All right, like what the fuck, man? I'm done. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore after that. But I'm
And then
disappointed.
Yeah,
Definitely
make your
shouldn't
own
read any more
racist
of his video
arguments.
titles.
Like,
I'm
make your
disappointed.
own racist arguments, you know?
Right,
There's nothing more
right.
frustrating. Like, Paul Joseph Watson does this 24/7 on Twitter. He'll post a video of, like, black people behaving poorly. It could be anything. They could be yelling at each other
Was that
publicly.
the sequel to Men Behaving Badly?
Yeah, exactly. But he'll just post the video and he'll comment it with something like, guess Black Lives Matter has some other lives they need to be mattering about, or something.
Multiculturalism fails again.
Yeah,
or some shit.
looks like the wet multiculturalism is not working out, or some shit like that. And then of course it gets 20,000 likes, and the comments are full of people calling them monkeys and that they all need to go back to Africa. But he doesn't actually come out and say any of those things. And it's just beta shit.
Cowardly bullshit. Yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah.
It's totally fucking beta.
Fucking go for it. I want to know why you're racist, and I want to know why I should also be racist.
Convince me, sell me on your racism. It's not seeing black people fight's not doing it for me.
No.
I'm a worldly man. I've seen white people fight.
I've seen all manner of colors fight. Tell me why this is bad.
This is the thing that always drives me fucking crazy. Like you have people like Mike fucking Enoch. This motherfucker is so goddamn inbred. Both of his eyes are like trying to like thumb fight across the bridge of his fucking nose. All right, this stupid brain dead low IQ fucking inbred motherfucker has more balls than these people. All right, he at least has the balls to be like Zig Heil because he's a fucking idiot. But he's got balls. He's got chutzpah, okay?
And that's why he's your favorite internet personality.
He probably got it from his Jewish wife. He got his chutzpah, okay? So like, but he's got more balls than the rest of these racist fuckers who can't actually say what they fucking mean. They just gotta be like, well, look at these feral, and then they don't say anything. Come on, man.
Yeah, go for it. Get in
Commit.
there.
Come on, man.
Commit. I want to see it.
Have you seen Mike Enoch's big announcement party thing? His speech for his new political party?
No. What is this?
Oh, it's why I love this. Okay, it's like the Bernie or bust thing, except it's coming from the other direction. I love it when they do it. Hey, Trump is cucked and Jew-pilled, okay? He's a slave to Israel. We need to make our own party. He makes it's called the Patriots Party or some shit like that. And he just goes up there in front of a podium, 40 minutes, just does a fucking Hitler speech. Just the whole goddamn thing. With a bunch of, acne-ridden white guys in the audience screeching every time he finishes a sentence. It's good. I appreciate the forthcoming nature.
I would rather like that, but I would rather it be just out there, man. Like if that's your ideas, that's your position. You know what? This is America. It's your right to say it. Say it. Say it. Just say it. Just fucking say it. Be out there. This is what I believe, and be accepted or rejected on the merits of what you're saying by the public at large. That's a process. That's cool, and I appreciate that. I will stand for Mike Enoch's ability to be able to say his dumb shit, because he does a better job making it seem ridiculous than I ever could.
The real problem are the people like PJW, where they play the I'm just joking card nonstop. Those people are much more destructive. If you have open out and about Nazis who are screaming Nazi shit, I don't worry about these people that much, to be perfectly honest. These people aren't good at recruiting. They're lunatics. The problem is people who are capable of dishonestly leeching off of more optically effective movements while pulling people over. That's the alt-right pipeline. And that pipeline relies on the existence of dishonest, cunty motherfuckers who know they're pulling people towards Nazism or whatever, white nationalism, but they don't want to commit to actually saying it because they know if they do, they lose that edge. And that's really what we're fighting about. It's that plausible deniability. I'm open about everything I believe, and I think I can pull people over pretty well because I don't think I need to lie about my values to make them appealing to other people.
Right. Yeah.
How many cookies could Cookie Monster bake if he had enough ovens?
If you actually, in the example he gave, if you do the math, it still comes out to more than 6 million.
Yeah.
With the math that he gives, the time frame he gives, it actually comes out to more than 6 million. If you do the math from his example.
So what's he doing? Is he giving like Holocaust denial numbers, but then the numbers work out so the Holocaust happened?
Yeah, even in his own little example, the math works out in our favor.
Nice. I don't know. I'm just hoping for the one day when someone mentions someone that I've heard of, but I don't know any of these people that are being talked about.
We've watched him before when we've had you on. His name's Nick Fuentes. He's like a crypto neo-Nazi.
I don't think he's crypto anymore. I feel like he's pretty out there.
Mike Enoch, Or is that the same?
So is he not like? He does try to deny it a little bit, right?
I think since being banned from YouTube, he's been more comfortable just openly adopting it. But I don't think he calls himself a Nazi. I just think he's not putting as much effort into hiding it. Mike Enoch, I'm pretty sure, just calls himself a Nazi openly. There's nothing crypto about him, which to an extent I respect. I recently had a duo debate with myself and Destiny versus Mike Enoch and James Alsop, both of whom are Nazis. Alsop tries to play covert. Stryker does not. And it was so fun.
looks you right in the eye when he shakes your hand.
Exactly, because Alsop would try to do these rhetorically effective, like, oh, well, we don't have a problem with this or that. Oh, wait, did I say Enoch? I meant Stryker. Sorry, it wasn't Enoch, it was Stryker. Stryker and Alsop. But Alsop tries to do these rhetorically effective, like, we just think the multicultural experiment isn't working shit. And then Stryker's like, yeah, I just don't think blacks are smart enough to be in civilization. And like they do the back and forth. And they were arguing against each other as much as they were us, because he was so bad at looking good, you know? I'm sorry. Okay. It's the dedicated Nazi segment. We did it. We
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we do have to do by contractually. We do have to do one every podcast.
Yeah, we have to meet our quota.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
Or else we
funding
lose
from
our funding
Soros
from our
and the
secret
Koch brothers.
benefactor.
Did you see the Lolly Socks blackface video that he did?
Yeah, I saw that. That guy blew up in prominence. He's like got a really big fan of Eastern European and Russian fans now.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's because you can't be gay in Russia. So
Are
they
they
have
into
to find
horse?
some sort of guy they can pretend to enjoy for reasons
No
other
way.
than
Extremely
homosexual.
homophobic racists latching on to a gay sex worker with white nationalist values, dealing with their repressed feelings. No way. No fucking way.
No way.
Yeah. Well,
That's
at
their
least
only out.
At least Catboy Kami's open with the shit he believes in too. That guy's not. He's not even like. At least Mike Enoch is like, we're Nazis because we believe in the glory and tradition of the white race. Catboy Kami will just tell you he wants to like gas black people, you know, and he won't say black people. He'll just say the N-word. Like he.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for that kid. What was that website he was on?
Omegle.
Yeah, and that little black kid just popped up and saw this weird guy in blackface saying some crazy stuff. I really felt bad.
I'm sure that won't be the last moment in his life where he faces racism.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's pretty
Bill.
overt as racism goes. It's not every day that you're a black 9-year-old and you come across a fucking neo-Nazi doing a skit about how you're a subhuman, you know. That's a very potent delivery of racism for a kid.
He looked shocked too. He had a really shocked look on his face.
To be fair, that kid was too young to be using Omegle.
True.
It's kind of his parents' fault.
That is true.
On his parents.
There could have been a fat cock on the other
Not to be
end.
fair, I was making a terrible joke about how the kid shouldn't be on there. Of course, it's fucking horrible that shit happened to that kid. But goddamn, we live in a fucked up world.
No,
You shouldn't get the internet until you're 16.
You shouldn't get the internet until you're old enough to date Onision.
So, 11?
So 40? Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, which direction are we taking that one in?
Yeah,
you choose.
Hey, Billy, how about you just defend Martin Shkreli now instead?
I love Martin.
They're best
That's
friends.
my boy, free Martin Shkreli.
Billy actually unironically knows Martin Shkreli, and we'll talk about, like, you know, just doing the pharmaceutical game.
He's just a capitalist. If you don't like capitalists, I understand why you wouldn't like Martin Shkreli.
Oh, there you go.
Safe move.
Yeah. But if you like, I also understand why most people don't like Martin Shkreli, and it's not fair to Martin Shkreli the way that people hate him. But that's okay.
Yeah.
There's a fair reason to hate him. He's smug. He plays into it, for one. He sees that you hate, and he fucking rolls right into the punches. But the guy's in fucking jail right now. He'll be there for a while.
Yeah.
So
He actually knows Martin Shkreli.
yeah.
It's interesting. So there's Onision, there's Martin Shkreli, there's a few other...
What other chill guys do you know?
I got a rogues gallery of friends. My buddy list is pretty much an alt-right convention. They're not alt-right. They're all right. I have an all-right buddy list.
You're a member of the all right.
You know a
Yeah,
lot of
we're
people.
all right. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a ton of people who are completely loved by everybody too, and those are usually the ones that are sick in real life. These
Like
guys,
who?
they're fucking like you, Jeff. I learned it from you.
I learned it from you.
Dude, I'm so wholesome. What the fuck ever?
Yeah, he was on Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, for one, is a sicko.
That's so wholesome.
Dr. Phil eats ass through a bendy straw. You know it. You know it. He's sick.
Right.
No.
I think the Martin
Listen,
Shkreli.
you wouldn't spill the beans if he ate your ass either, okay? Listen, that's all I'm gonna say about it.
If Dr. Phil ate my ass, I would tell everybody, and I would tell them if it was good or not. If it was bad, I would not protect him. Like, he sucks at eating ass. He must have thought my asshole was a jar of Miracle Whip because he just dug around it with a spoon.
But if
Miracle
it was
Whip,
good,
not even mayonnaise.
but if it was good, maybe you'd protect him. Maybe if it was like the best.
Either. I'm like, hell
maybe
yeah,
if
he
it
ate
was-
my ass,
maybe
and I
if it was
came
the-
7 times.
Maybe if it was the best ass eating you've ever gotten in your life, maybe then you protect it and you
No,
wouldn't say
hell
nothing.
no. If it was that good, I'd be like, hell yeah, he ate my ass like he was stirring a good jar of fucking mayonnaise.
Yeah, you don't
Did
even
we
have.
break-
You got a loyalty problem there, man. You got a
Did we,
loyalty problem.
did we break Vosh with the Shkreli talk?
He's pissed, yeah. He
Sorry,
changed the title.
it's the capitalism. It's kryptonite. Actually, from what I heard of Shkreli, I do appreciate. Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit a video. From what I've actually heard of Shkreli, he does seem like a pretty intelligent guy. I do appreciate, you know, the smarts, independent of whatever value system you have. Maybe not the smarts, the right word. The fastidious desire to get ahead in life. There's something meritorious there. No, my issue is that I'm fucking exhausted.
And you're sitting on about 10 pounds of Tums and 4 pounds of piss. Saying,
Yeah.
Well, no, I never got the Tums, actually.
Oh,
it
what?
seems we're out of them, so I just had to...
Alexis, Toms.
Honestly,
Alexa.
I just had to drink
Alexa.
water, I know!
Alexa, buy Toms.
Alexa, order Tums. What good is Bezos if I can't get some Tums in my tummy in
You will
45
never,
minutes?
you will
Living in
never see me
society.
with one of those fucking voice-activated... Holy shit, to be a leftist advocate and to have one of those voice-activated things in your house?
Billy has
Absolutely.
one.
I had 2 in my house, and I'd make them talk to each other. I had a Google and an Alexa, and I'd make them talk to each other. I'd be like, Alexa, say hello to OK Google. OK Google, say hi to Alexa. They'd have conversations. They'd be like, this son of a bitch doesn't realize we're taking all of his data. I'm like, I know. I don't give a fuck. I'm a cuck for data.
I've got deep secrets to protect, so probably none of that from me. That is cute as hell, though.
I want the world to know that I'm not guilty. I want cameras on me at all times.
You're gonna be the fucking death of us for normalizing that shit, you know? I can't wait for it to be 2042, for me to get a knock on my door from the cops saying, hey, the law rolled out last month. I can't help but notice we don't see an Alexa at your house. Is there something wrong with your unit? Sir,
Do you
no,
have a cell phone?
I don't. Yeah, no, sir. I don't have a cell phone either. I just thought I'd get off the grid a little bit, you know. But I pay my taxes and yeah, okay. Well, we're coming in now, so buckle up, buddy. You don't have a daughter, do you? Nah, just you're dooming us all. I hope you know that.
No, I don't have a daughter. That girl hiding in my wall is just a Jew.
Oh my God.
Jojo Rabbit.
What the fuck?
Jojo Rabbit.
I've seen it, but I'm
Rabbit.
not going to back you up at all. I'm just going to let you hang yourself.
Let
up.
it hang. Just let it.
When the
Shh, let it
Gestapo
hang.
comes in-
Shh, let it hang.
When
Let
the
it hang.
Gestapo comes in, they're like, "Is this your daughter?" Like, yeah, it's my daughter, because they were hiding her because she was Jewish.
If anyone wants to wind that back, Bill has a Jew girl in his wall.
Hey, it's Eugenia Cooney, okay?
Ugh.
I feed her. She'll be fine.
Before,
I feed her.
wait, I gotta.
Eugenia Cooney.
I-
God, I'm so sorry.
I should.
God.
Junie.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
If
sorry.
you rearrange the
I'm
letters in her name,
sorry.
it actually spells out gooey eugenics.
I just want you to know that even though the optics were terrible, there was actually nothing technically offensive about that joke, and Jojo Rabbit was a phenomenal movie.
It was
Thank
a
you.
really good movie.
It's a really
Thank
good
you.
movie. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
I'll
you guys
bet.
for
I'll
the
reach
books
out.
on
I'm
history.
reaching out. I'm reaching out
My
to catch you.
My second favorite movie of 2019, man. It was fantastic.
Was first Parasite or?
No, Midsommar. I
Oh,
loved
okay.
Midsommar.
You know, Midsommar did
I liked
not actually
Midsommar
hit
when
with
it
me.
was The Wicker Man. Boom.
Ooh.
Ooh. It didn't actually land with me, Midsommar. I watched it with my partner. It was, I mean, it wasn't bad at all, but it didn't really land with me that well. I don't
I
think.
thought it
Well,
was. I liked.
I can explain exactly why I loved Midsommar. It's entirely because I have taken so many fucking mushrooms in my life. The moment
I was legitimately going to ask that. Like, are you a big mushroom guy?
yes, I'm a huge mushroom guy, and like the moment that they take mushrooms, from that one moment where they get into the country right at the beginning. I'm not spoiling anything for anybody who hasn't seen it, but like they take mushrooms, and when the person who did the cinematography on it has done a lot,
done mushrooms. Yes,
a
they did
whole
very good
lot.
job. They did a very
Holy
good job.
shit! And then the whole rest of the movie is just this just fucking cataclysmic mushroom trip, and it was so perfectly that, and it landed with me solely because of that. On the merits of it being like a film, but for me, like, oof.
I would say
Well,
my
I
main
think it's a
issue,
movie-
my main issue with Midsommar is that I hate women. So the film really didn't have much for me.
That's a non-starter.
Yeah, that's kind of cut it off right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't
I'm
you
immediate,
love
yeah.
Midsommar? At least the first half, the women get put through so much shit.
And actually, the end too is pretty good. But
It's a good it's a good movie. Yeah. Wait,
it's fine. It's nowhere near Ari Aster's best work.
Hyena says
love
it's
Hereditary.
Fight Club
I'm
for
not
femmes.
talking about Hereditary.
And I think
Ooh,
that's
I love
good.
Hereditary.
Do you like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, the chick is fucking Tyler Durden at the end, you know, smiling at the. Yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway, no spoilers. Okay,
I did that.
Yeah, it's near 9. I gotta run.
All right.
I never know when this podcast ends because I feel like I blink and it's been 3 hours. Because
Yeah.
Yep.
But I really appreciate you guys having me on as always.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
always-
really appreciate having you.
It's always
Josh,
good to
I'd
talk
like
to
to
you, man.
personally thank you for coming on the Drunken Peasants.
Wait, no.
mine.
Scooped your ass, Phil.
I don't need to be sold on it. Anyway, thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Everyone in the area, I don't know, stay the fuck inside because we've got a big dust cloud or smoke cloud coming up from Oregon that's currently passing over the city. If you look outside right now, you should be able to taste the air.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad. It's pretty bad.
You know
Take care,
what?
buddy.
That's another reason for gender abolition is to get rid of these gender reveal parties that are causing all the fires.
That's true.
Gender
There
has
you go.
objectively done more property damage than Antifa by several exponential degrees.
I've been saying this for years, man.
Fucking true.
Yeah.
If you want, Vosh, I'll run you some Tums after the show. I can bring them by.
Yeah, do
Guys,
you
get
want me to
Vosh some
drop off?
Tums.
I probably have something. I have it somewhere in a backpack, I'm sure. There's no way I'm out of Tums. Anyway,
Yep.
please, all of you have yourselves a wonderful night. Thank you again, and I look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Good to meet you.
Thanks. You too.
And next
Good
time
night.
I'll have 2 cams, so I can be on both. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
That was a.
God, those convos are always so fun. I know a lot of the people who are watching. I know a lot of the people who are watching are new, and they weren't watching me 4 months ago, the last time I was on Drunken Peasants. But so I get the cancel or whatever. Those guys are real fun. They're also real good-hearted too. You know, the edgy jokes, sure, but you can tell if people are good-hearted under the under the edgy jokes. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's only like 2 months. Oh wait, it was maybe only 2 months. I don't have a very good sense of time. Yeah. Here's the Bad Faith Pod promo. I need to just not think about this. It's gonna be another fucking. The part with Cardi B was really cringe and borderline racist. That's totally. Look, I was cringing too, dude. It's totally possible that. No, yeah, it probably was racist. Okay, but leaving. There were people in the chat who were telling me to leave the fucking podcast, dude. Like, holy shit, that's not. Do you really think that's how you move people over? Like, if they were making like racuous jokes that are like kind of racist, you just like have a fuss and leave. Like, that's the right way to do it. You chill out, you ride the wave, you talk later, maybe. It's just a way of pushing. It's also, it doesn't help. I've never heard Cardi B speak ever. so I can't defend how she speaks because I don't know, and I can't listen without muting them for you guys too. So I didn't actually have a way of double checking. Yeah, but anyway, I just don't. Yeah. Did you not watch her Bernie interview? I think I did, but it was a year ago. I haven't watched the Biden interview. Anyway, Godspeed to the DP boys. Bosh bad. Bosh bad. So what is this? Oh no. All right, let's hold on. Let's see it. Okay, hold on. I want to be positive. 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 The Bad Faith podcast. This feels like a podcast that would revel in irritating me. Hold on. Of course, these people are much bigger than me, so hold on.
The Biden campaign has fallen for the oldest trick in the fucking book. They have accepted their opponent's framing.
Yeah.
And there is no excuse for
So far, this is fine. So far, this is totally fine, because I agree, he has.
this. Because the tough on crime framing has been used by the right wing for the past 50 years. It is how Reagan got elected. This is the wedge that they used.
Okay, this is also good. So far, I agree with this completely.
To pry apart the New Deal coalition. You're not thinking in terms of policy. You're just thinking purely in terms of strategy. This is bad and this is wrong. You should have never gotten pigeonholed like this.
Okay, I agree. I think that he's enunciating a little bit awkwardly, but Virgil's always been kind of an awkward guy, right? He's not often on camera. He's wearing a suit. Also got to work on that pop filter. Virgil has subtweeted that he hates Fosh. Oh, if he has, then I didn't know that. But thanks for letting me know.
Because once you are speaking your opponent's language, once you're speaking on terrain that is helpful to your opponent, where you're accepting your opponent's framing of the race, that's when you fucking lose.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong at all with that video. That was all right, but there's no context. Well, the thing is, and this is important, if you're criticizing Biden's electoral strategy, the implicit suggestion there is that you would prefer it if Biden's electoral strategy was better, which suggests you're not going with a Bernie or bust framing. Because if you're Bernie or bust, I don't know why you would even care if Biden's campaign strategy is bad. So that's my hope. Cute, Kanye. I think it's just another way to shit on Biden. Well, at least then it's shitting on them in a way that it can be construed as reasonable. I need you to debate Brett Keane. That guy doesn't look too relevant. Those videos had like 400 views on BitChute. Is that a lot for BitChute? I don't know. But I'll debate crazy fucking right-wingers. That shit's my bread and butter. We're going to go back to debating more right-wingers with time. We're going to do that. He's irrelevant and has been for years. Okay, I don't want to give people relevance if they don't deserve it. Let me go over these donations real quick. Joder, yeah, if you want to email it to me, that's perfectly fine. Sorry, I'm just legitimately tired. Shalek Pierre with the $2. True. Shiness with the $3. Also true. Skull with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Dango Bangle with the $3. Much appreciated. Okay, Lopefer with the $2. Thank you very kindly, comrade. And Dango Bangle again with the $3. True. Bunny with the gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Poggies in chat. Blueberry Shortcake with the $5. What's the difference between Vosh and Vaush? Well, I'm Vosh. And Vaush is my evil twin. it seems. Who looks spookier. Not an identical twin. Education department to scrutinize employee book clubs for anti-American propaganda. Oh, that's great. We're really just going right back to McCarthyism. That's awesome. This is a good environment for us to advocate for leftism. This is good. Leftists who famously did well in America in the 1950s. You guys remember that one? We were able to get a lot of work done with the government constantly breathing down our necks. Max Davis, thanks for the tier 1 sub. G1, thank you likewise. You should debate Don't Walk Run Productions. He's a crazy right-winger that's been growing recently that does lefty debunks. I think I did a video on this guy once. Didn't I do a video on this Don't Walk Run Productions guy? Maybe I could take a look sometime. Nick Video said he's voting for Trump and back into politics. Yeah, that about tracks. Sake Tanuki with a very kind $10. Shouldn't the movie have won the Daughter Dance Film Award? Yeah, probably. Sensual Sloth to give the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Flea with the $5. Keep naps to less than 20 minutes or 90 minutes. 1 REM sleep cycle. Yeah, fair. Slam Brew with the $5. As a Navy vet, yeah, you got the rank right. Most military guys aren't base, but there's a decent amount who are. There are a lot of decent folk in the military. Probably Posada Sean. Rick with the $5. The popular stuff soldiers bring back now is like Afghan rugs and kifyas, sometimes small bits of Soviet hardware. Dude, that's kind of awesome. Can you imagine bringing back Soviet hardware? You know? Like shit the Taliban might have taken, like back in the day. I don't know, it's just weird. Like, to imagine like a gun that was manufactured in the Soviet Union, used in Afghanistan, stolen by the Taliban, used for decades longer, and then stolen back from us. That's just pretty cool, I think. Crick Chirp with the $5. Thank you, comrade. Cry laughing with the tier 1 sub. I agree with the sentiment. If you support Bernie's policies and agenda, yet vote for Trump, you are an arslur. True. Benjamin Good with the $5. George Orwell wrote extensively about choosing the less bad option in homage to Catalonia. I should give that a read. Trains writes the tier 1 sub. True. Windleby Dazzler with a gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you. Vidya Live with a very kind tier 2 sub. Found you during quarantine. You've broadened my perspectives a lot. Keep on keeping on. Hopefully I can move my folks left, even though half of them are QAnon. You've got a tough bid ahead of you, comrade, but I believe in you. Yeesh. Ego 47 Das, the tier 1 sub. I can barely follow what's happening. It's just a comedy bit. Don't take it too serious. TJ Gamer, true. The future is lab-grown meek. Crick Chirp with the $5. You misspeak far too much for it to be normal. Get help. Oh, mean. I don't think it's that bad. Is it just me, or is there dandruff on Vosh's Mike Lamau? I don't have dandruff. Probably flecks of spit. It's a little bit more likely. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's my mic, you know? Debate Nick videos now. Nick is back. Hashtag Trump 2020. Hashtag Nick videos. Okay. Cool. Looks like that Nick videos debate might be on the table again. TJ Gamer 97 Real with the $5. Been listening to the stream while playing Monster Energy Supercross 2. It's been hilarious and it's a good accompaniment to the game. Yeah, it does sound like a good accompaniment. 8D5D2D Derek with the $5. Don't listen to Dum Dum Chat. Virgil never tweeted anything about you. If there's any Chapo, or maybe even any online figure I'd like to have a good relationship, it might well be Virgil. I like Virgil quite a bit. Aditya, thank you for the context and for the $5, comrade. Juwong47 with the $5. Colombian police LARPing as Americans tonight. Someone violated social distancing laws, got shot, now Bogota is on fire. Woo. Holy shit, shot for violating social distancing laws? Jesus Christ. Well, that's not good. Probably. No, with the $2. Stories and short videos show dislocations. Aw. I have no idea what you're referring to, comrade, but I love you. Angry Vegeta with the $5. Shouldn't be wasting my money, but I got my GED today. This is a dream come true. Now I can finally pursue my humanities degree. Holy shit, comrade. Congratulations on getting your GED. That's a huge step. Good on you, and I wish you luck with getting that degree, the humanities degree. Nice. Comrade Versace Sheets with the tier 1 sub. Orange baby. Orange baby. Look at how poofy he is. And Needless Noise with a very kind $10. And the additional baby info. Ooh, look, he's toast. He's French toast. 2 babies. 2 stools. Upside down baby. How does he float like that? Little baby. He's coming for you. 85D2D Derek with the $5. Vosh string Drunken Peasants. Oh yeah. Thanks for the collage. Listen, I think they're fun. I think they're fun, positive guys. Also, while I am generally a pretty boisterous person, it's undeniable that given the fact that we're all going to die soon, my streams have been a little bit on the negative lately. I mean, like negative in terms of mood, not quality. I would hope. So it's nice to it's nice to break that up a little bit, you know? The JF impression was unironically so good. It was really fun. Dumb Bunny with the $5 got kicked out of an AOC group because, like AOC, I said I was voting Biden to slow down fascism. Just wanted to go, ree, thanks for you to hearing me. Holy fuck, dude. Imagine being in a fan group for a politician and getting kicked out for adopting a position that politician holds. Jesus Christ. And Unity with the $5. Can you do a vid on Max Blumenthal? He's a cog in the BOB pipeline, I swear. The Gray Zone? Judging from this guy's view counts, it doesn't seem that he's especially relevant. That's a smarmy thing of me to say. I can take a look at these videos, yeah. All right, folks. I love you all very much. Thank you for the weird little double stream. I seriously appreciate it. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. It's possible I'll have a work obligation. Keith Cole, thanks to the $2. If you're looking for book recommendations, you should take a look at the channel Radical Reviewer. It's an excellent channel, and it focuses largely on rating and giving reviews on theory, giving you sort of a primer for the work. It's very good. Anyway, excuse me. I love you all very much. Take care of yourselves, and go watch the video that I uploaded while I was doing the Drunken Peasants thing. Peace out.